I know you like to thank you. Don't stink. Lean a little bit closer. Roses really smell. Oh. Night fam, I want to first apologize. Is that Bob Money? Bob Money's all over my red and gold butt. Hey, I want to apologize about yesterday. You know what, fam? Because of that, though, we may have to do it's Monday Night Raw right now. We may have to do Tuesday Night SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to apologize for yesterday. It was beyond my control. I mean, MC Hammer. MC Niner called me up from the hospital. His baby's mama was having multiple babies like they like to do. And he was all out of shape and had to rush over there and hold his little silly hand. So you know what I'm saying? But anyway, fam, get down to business, man. I'm telling you. Oh, by the way, fam, you know what? Each and every, it seems to be getting a little more heated. The fighting in-house. All right, fam. Oh, listen, I'm going to lay the rules out for you. No racism. No racism, guys. You know, if we spot racism, we're going to throw you out, okay? Of any kind. Any vulgarities or attacks on ladies, you will not only be thrown out, we're going to be looking for you, okay? So that will not be tolerated. You will be kicked out. All right, and as for, I'm just saying, we're trying to, guys, it's a new season. Stop in-house fighting. It makes no sense. It's football. People don't have to agree on football. That's why we're in here to talk about it. Anyway, hey, let me get down to it right now, though, because I tell you, man, I'm stoked on this, man, because the 49ers are projected to have the seventh most cap space in the NFL at the beginning of the free agency signing period on March the 13th. The player hunting funds currently total $60 million. Hey, fam, here's the thing. That number could go up depending upon what the 49ers do with 2019 contracts for such players as wide receiver Pierre Garçon, whom they've not said a word about. We have no idea what's going on with that, right? But that's $1.75 million. And linebacker Malcolm Smith, who hasn't done a damn thing since he came to San Francisco. Well, he did rough up Russell Wilson one time. He got fined for it, and we got penalized. That didn't help us up, but it was fun watching Russell Wilson go, ow! But anyway, Malcolm Smith, $1.25 million. Also, Garry Gilliam, who I do not appreciate. And edge rusher Cassius Marsh. I do like Cassius Marsh, though. I just like Cassius Marsh. Anyway, they're on the books for $5 million and $4.2 million, respectively. Gilliam is $5 million, is just ridiculous, though. Also, will the team pick up Arik Armsteads' contract before the March deadline, which involved a bit over $9 million? You know, Arik is kind of like my dude, man. He had a good year. If you look at the stats, proportionately with the amount of time he played, Arik wasn't bad, and I still think it's no coincidence that DeForest Buckner had his best year as a 49er because Arik was out there the whole time. I'm just saying, okay? The agents are, the free agents are plenty, but there's also the option by the clubs to franchise tag, and you know they will, all right? Because, see, people talk about Jadeveon Clowney, DeMarcus Lawrence. No. They're gonna tag their ass so hard you're gonna hear it, okay? They're not leaving. So the thing about Jadeveon Clowney, though, and the Texans, now they are going to franchise tag him. Rest assured of that. DeMarcus Lawrence, Jerry Jones has probably got him out in the back of some bungalow behind his house under lock and key and guards and boots and helmets and everything else. But what do you do with Tyrann Mathieu? You can't franchise tag everybody on your team. See? So Mathieu may be the FA. And you know James likes Mathieu. But we do. That's all I will say on that, you know? You know but anyway, realistically, we can look at some of the possibilities like Anthony Barr is probably going to be actually available. You know, Minnesota has $6.5 million over the cap. Barr got 12.3 last year. He's going to need at least 10. And I don't know how many years they're going to say. His agent's probably going to say, 5 years, $56 million. What? 5 million? 5 years, $56 million. Well, that's a little bit more than we had planned on spending. Well, goodbye. And there's John Lynch. Hey. Yeah, no, John Lynch here. We think Anthony Barr is a great ball player. What are you talking here? 3 years, $40 million? That's a little rough. How about 4 years, $47 million? Okay? All right, let's talk. See, what you got to do is you got to give him a lot of years, security, and $47 million. Barr has a good year. I mean, Anthony's a good ball player. I'm not sure if he's worth more than that, though, because you know what? He only had 13.5 sacks in 5 years. My boy Arik Armsteads had 9 sacks in 4 years and played 2. Anthony played most of those years, too. But Anthony Barr I'll admit, he does have a larger upside. Anthony Barr is a beast. I mean, I included some clips. I put him up on Twitter and my observations of him as well as on the Ronbo Sports app. But, well, of course, it goes back to my Ronbo Sports app on Twitter. But Barr that man is crazy aggression. I like him a lot. I think he'd work out well with us, especially the way the 49ers would probably use him because, I don't know if you want to put his hand in the dirt, but you put him over at the Sam, and on passing downs, maybe get him over on the Leo. But then again, if you're gonna draft Joey Bosa or Nicky Bosa, because the Cardinals are probably gonna go ahead and go for Kyler Murray. I'm telling you right now, I see it coming. I do. They're gonna get rid of Rosen for one of those dumbass teams that are looking for a quarterback, like the Jaguars, and they're gonna say, "You want Rosen? Come get him." And they're gonna get a third or fourth, whatever. Just switch picks with Jags, maybe, right? And then, of course, they'll pick up Kyler Murray with their number 1 pick. I'm telling you right now, and then guess who gets Nick Bosa? If I had to bet money on that scenario, I guarantee it's about to happen. Anyway, go ahead. Tyrann Mathieu, as I mentioned, he's a possibility due to the fact that they can't franchise everybody. Bill Belichick is notorious for not re-signing good ball players. He's going to change that up. There's your Trey Flowers is going to sign. You know what? If Belichick re-signs Trey Flowers, I and everybody else will be surprised. Because Bill he just doesn't re-sign people. He thinks you're lucky to be playing here. We are the almighty Patriots. We're in the playoff hunt every year. You've got a chance for a lot of endorsements and rings, and you will be famous beyond belief. You want to sign with somebody else? Go ahead. It's not my business. You want to play here? I'll give you X amount of dollars, and that'll be it. So they'll go out hunting. And I got a feeling that dude is our dude, man. Trey Flowers. I got a feeling it's going to be him. I really do. Anyway, also, there's a new face out here on the block. Jordan Hicks. Here's the thing. Jordan Hicks makes you excited at first when you think about it and you look into it. Hicks has not been the same player that was the best coverage linebacker in 2016, but he's not been bad either. In 12 games this last season, and this is kind of a thing with Hicks. He doesn't play a full season, and don't expect him to. Hicks has 91 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 pass deflections, a fumble recovery, and 6 quarterback hits. Now, here's where it gets a little ugly. Opposing quarterbacks had 112.3 passer rating when targeting Hicks. Hicks has battled numerous injuries throughout his 4 years in the NFL, from a torn pectoral muscle to a ruptured Achilles to an injured calf that caused him to miss 4 games this past season. He has missed a total of 19 games in his 4 seasons. We need another linebacker. I don't know that this would be the route to go, though. It'd be nice to be able to get somebody out of the draft. There's a few guys that could be okay. We got lucky, I figured, with Fred Warner being as good as he was last year. You're not going to get a Fred Warner each and every year. And in fact, that was lucky. And probably we won't have that happen for a long time. That was one of the best rookies in the league. forget that. Fred Warner was one of the best linebackers in the league, period. He's in the top 10 as far as tackles and everything else he does. He's a brilliant kid. He's only going to get more. The thing about him, he's only going to get smarter. He was in his freshman year doing what he did in the NFL. He's the Mike. He's out there calling plays. He's setting up the defense. The kid is sharp, and he's going to be just. That's a Pro Bowler, man. If not next season, every year thereafter. Okay. So what are the odds of picking somebody up like that in the draft again? It'd be nice to get Devin White. I put him in them big biceps. You know what I'm working on right now? I'll get him up on all the footage and everything you want, and I got a write-up on him coming up a little later on, probably today. But, man, Devin White, good grief. Dude's biceps look like your chest. I'm talking about sideways. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you. And Mike DeCoit, what's going on? What's going on, Mike? Mike's all right. Jim G, Trey Flowers in that red and gold, real nice. I'm telling you, Jim G, he's a real possibility. Kyle Baker, what's up? And Kareem Hunt is a Cleveland Brown. One thing we got to know, fam, the NFL is shameless when it comes to good ball players. Kareem Hunt is a damn good football player. He is an asshole, but he's a damn good football player. I guess that's the way it goes. This is why I don't know. Perry, why did they get rid of Carlos Hyde? If they went turn right around and get rid of Carlos Hyde, who was doing a good job with them, and pick up Kareem, then you have that one. Man, come on, man. Ronbo, man. Carlos Hyde versus Kareem Hunt ain't no match. I'm just saying, you know. Carlos ain't all that bad. He was doing good with them last year before he got thrown out, too. Perry Howard says hello. 49ers, baby, for life. Pedro Casina says, Heisman winner Kyler Murray announces he is fully committing to football instead of playing Major League Baseball with the A's, and mainly because their stadium is situated right next to the Raiders. Raiders, listen, you know I don't like you. Shut up. Aries Niners, I don't want clownies like Zeke Hansen, injury prone. And there's a lot of truth to that, too. Perry Howard and Roger Goodell admitted that football games are fixed. That included the Super Bowl. You know, Roger had to, the state of Louisiana, the entire state of Louisiana is after him now, and he had to probably say something to him. I wouldn't doubt if he would have admitted it. I haven't read that report. I just saw the headline. I didn't want to. I'm tired of it. Pedro Casillas in December, Ian Rappaport talked to 5 GMs, and none had Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray as a first-round pick. Today, he polled 10 GMs or top decision makers. Nearly all said first round, with some saying top 10. I'm telling you, man, Kingsford is his name. Kingsford, isn't that the name of the barbecue briquettes? Kings, whatever his name is. Anyway, the Arizona coach is like, he wasn't playing. People think, oh, he just said that. He just said that before he became coach. No, if you say something like that, you're not just saying it. You mean it. Maybe he didn't know he was going to become the Cardinals' head coach, but believe you me, he has not gotten over Kyler Murray. And like I say, they can get a draft pick. They can get draft picks, get their guy, get more picks. See, that's the way it works. You use Rosen to get more picks to fix that miserable offense, and there you go. And we could be in trouble next season as far as competing with them people. Local 49ers fan, hey, what's up? Joseph El Bebe. Yo, 90 gang. 90 gang, 999. Who you guys rooting for in the AAF? I don't know anything about them yet. I saw their games yesterday, though. I enjoyed the rules are really no kickoffs, and you can't stack too many guys in the box and things like that. They did kind of alter some just to make it different, I guess. You can hit the quarterback as hard as you want, apparently. You can fall on top of him and everything. Maybe give him a feel. I was kidding. Brunell Jacobs, what's up, Ronbo? What's up, Brunell? Very, very crunchy, San Diego Fleet. Brunell Jacobs said, sign Earl Thomas and Anthony Barr. Then if we have enough money, I would sign Trey Flowers. And then in the draft, if Bosa goes number 1, I'll trade down with the Giants and draft Greedy Williams. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. Ermac 4949, what's up? Brunell Jacobs. There are rumors that Cardinals might trade Josh Rosen. Yes, did you see those same rumors, haven't you? There are rumors the Cardinals might trade Josh Rosen to get Kyler Murray with the first overall pick. No, you just trade Rosen and say, listen, guys, you can have I'll tell you what, I'll trade Josh where you straight up first round pick and maybe give me your third, or, your fourth if you feel like it, You can have Josh. I'm not giving it. I said I'm not giving up. Okay. Next call. They're not giving up the first round pick, but they will trade you Josh Rosen. I can see that. And Elias Lopez up. So, a lot of crazy things about to happen in the next 4 weeks. 49ers got $60 million plus. And would you pick up all these contracts? Some of those guys I mentioned, would you go ahead and let them go? Because Malcolm Smith, is there really a need for Malcolm? Is there really a need for Malcolm Smith? And also, how I feel about Garry Gilliam? Even though my boy Tony does like him, but I just don't see his worth. I mean, Garry Gilliam's the kind of guy you see him in a restaurant, even he's wearing all kind of 49er wear. Isn't that Garry Gilliam? Yeah. Yeah, but why don't we go over and get his autograph? For what? He needs to get my autograph. I mean, I'm the one who, calls his name out every now and then. I mean, guy's not that good. Comes out in the field, he gets hurt on his first play. If anything, he should be giving all of us his autograph. He sucks. Let me go to Florida way, where Jock is on the phone. Hey, Jock! Come on in, Jock!
What's up, baby boy?
Jock, man, I'm just sitting there I'm counting the 49ers money and trying to figure out ways they can spin it.
Man, Ronbo, man, let me tell you, man, I just can't wait next month, man, because next month, that's when everything starts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like free agency and I think them boys they could start going. You know what I'm saying? To OTA.
Oh, you've been getting ready for that. But first you got to go to the Combine, Jock. Don't forget the Combine. The Combine's always fun to watch at the end of this month, right? Because then you see people get all excited about what they do, about Duke can leap out the house. He's bench pressing 59,000 reps on the bench press. He can run the 40 in 2 seconds. And that raises up everybody's draft stock. That's kind of fun, though. I fall for it every year.
Well, the thing is, I watch it, but
don't take it too serious.
That's not, what I'm saying, because this is more for the coaches to actually focus, and we got one in Shanahan, man, that can take anybody from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So.
Jock,
yeah.
Jock, you know what kind of rumors go on from the Combine? That's when players I don't even know why it's legal, but they allow it. But them owners and GMs, they be sitting around talking about, all right, you want to make this deal? All right, we make that deal right now. We can't close the deal yet, but we go get it out there. Then the media finds out and sends everybody crazy. And they whispering, the 49ers were talking to Bill Belichick. Here we go. Oh, who started that? And usually these things are kind of true, though, because they have them handshake, wink deals at the Combine. And then they get, of course, finished off later.
So Ronbo, about Antonio Brown, what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that, he hit a woman. Is that what it is?
You talking about Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, Antonio, he brought the child. It's just one of his baby's mamas, and he brought the daughter back over to Anthony's house, and she needed to get reimbursed payment because apparently the little girl just had her hair done, and so the mom just sitting there saying, "Antonio, I need some money for that girl's hair." All right. Will you calm down? And so he closes the door on her. So now he goes and looks for the money. He comes back a few minutes later, and he opens the door. I guess she's all upset. So she situates herself in the doorway so Antonio can't close the door. Brown got mad, I guess. He grabs her by the arms, by the hands. He throws her down on the ground. Now, there was nothing in the report to say he struck her, but he threw her down to the ground with such force, of course, that the lawyer said she sustained injuries to her hand and also some cuts and scrapes. I don't know if she had a lawyer because she didn't sign an affidavit. When the police rode out there, and this is the bad thing about it, the police rode out there. As soon as the police come out to your house for this, it's just bad. So they go out there, and she didn't sign any affidavit saying anything. She didn't press any charges. But the report's out there now because TMZ found out about it, and they put it out there right away. And, Antonio's, this looks bad, Antonio. Just give the lady the money for the girl's hair and let that be, man. And also, the thing was, they say she wouldn't remove herself from his property. Call the police, Antonio.
There you go.
Call the police in that neighborhood. They'll be there in 3 or 4 minutes. Damn.
Yep, that's true.
So, yeah. So that's what's out there. Maybe close to your house now. Think about it. I don't know where Antonio lives, but it's over in Florida.
Mm. So, but I think by doing this, that might jack up his free agency. You think so?
Yeah, John Lynch's going to freak out. We just got through going through this with Ruben. See, because that lady, if that's the baby's mama, she is going to be in his life for an indefinite period of time. If they have a relationship where they can't act any better than that, then John Lynch is going to be freaking out. He's, oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm done with this. If you got issues now, what are they going to get worse? You're going to be calling me up in the middle of the evening? I don't want it. I can just see it now. Maybe not. They may talk to Antonio and see if he can fix that. I don't know. But I'm just thinking that way now. So, because you notice you ain't heard nothing about Antonio since that last few days ago.
No, that's true. That's true. But so Ronbo, who you got for free agency, man?
Yeah, I kind of like Trey Flowers. Mathieu may be a real possibility because I'm not sure if Earl Thomas really wants to be a 49er. And, of course, Anthony Barr, because, quite frankly, Minnesota ain't got no money. I mean, they ain't got no money.
They say that there's a dude in Dallas that a pass rusher from Dallas. I don't know. I forgot his name.
DeMarcus Lawrence? DeMarcus.
Yeah. I think
DeMarcus Lawrence, he ain't leaving Dallas. I guarantee you he ain't leaving Dallas. Jerry Jones is a little strange, but he ain't crazy. Their defense is pretty good. If you get rid of Lawrence, now you got Dak trying to run the team, which ain't working. You get defenses starting to fall down, and all of a sudden the great state of Texas is in trouble. So, he ain't leaving.
Yeah.
But, Jock, we ran out of time. I'm going to tell you what, John, I'm going to come back tomorrow night. We can continue this. And I know what your favorite guys are, too. All right? All right, fam.
All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, baby.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jock. Talk to you later.
Have a good night.
You too. And Hank Wilson. Is that what's good? Yamin? Emi? I thought it was Yamin coming in on another name. Jorge Ortiz, sup? Alonso Soto Valencia. I should say, who do you want really bad in the draft, and who do you think about Earl coming to the Niners? Actually, I really do want Earl, and I'm not going to even pull it. I'm not going to try to hide that. I want Earl so bad, because here's the thing about Earl. He is going to make Richard Sherman even more effective. I have a feeling that's all that secondary needs. He'll be solid for a couple of years. What are the odds of him breaking a leg again? I know, right? What were the odds of 49ers having 3 bad years in a row with injuries? H. Flores, what's up? And Alonso says, Niners! Jeff Tan, Connor Murray. Thanks for your decision. Niners had a nice spot. I know, I'm telling you, man, he's going to have a lot of effect on the 49ers. Slimmy Long, 52. What's up? Niners all for life, baby. ATM Stacks, what's up? ATM in the building. That's money in the bank. D'Angelo Carter, one time for the Red Gold Niners. Slick, 68. What's up? Downey Montana, 49er hitter. What's up? Snoozle Shabizzle. What's up, Ronbo? Happy Monday Niner fam. Donald Johnson. What's up, DJ? Aries Niners Cardinals new coach really loves Kyler Murray. I'm telling y'all, man, he ain't playing. He really does. He says, I wouldn't be surprised if they get Murray and trade Rose. Vegas is going to have a line on this before draft night if it doesn't happen before that. Tony Claw, what's up? Pappy Pablo XXX sub fam. Niners! Andre Smith, what's up? Oh, it's that time of year. Win. Come on in, win.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, doing great. When it's that time of year, we're getting ready to fortify this team, Win, and do some things that are going to assure us that we're going to get better. We still need a strength and conditioning coach because that's probably key to everything. But otherwise, boy, I'm telling you, man, it's an exciting time. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm just looking forward to we got some cap space.
Yes.
Get us a couple of free agents, and we got the second pick.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if Bosa fell to us in the second spot. So my plan is this right here. If we can get Earl Thomas at free safety. If you notice some of the hires we've been making, you remember we hired a defensive line coach from Detroit.
Right.
And then they also gave Martin Mayhew somewhat of a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of tracing things back to Ziggy Ansah.
Right.
I don't think we're giving big money, but
you give him a prove-it deal, give him an incentive package.
Yeah, 2-year deal. Yeah. So I mean, he's better than anything that we've got out there. So. But
hey, I know.
So we put him on one end and get Bosa on the other end. Have Earl Thomas man in the back.
Oh.
We're going to the playoffs.
That's a good idea. Don't put Ansah at the Leo. Put him at the big end.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. We can put him over there. And I like Anthony Barr, man, but Barr's going to cost a whole bunch of money. I think he's going to probably
$10 million excess of. But boy, his
I think he's going to get. He may get like about a $40 million bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think he's been to four Pro Bowls.
Has he been to Has he been to that many? I know he's made at least. Yeah, you might be right. He's been in the league for 5 years. That means he's made it every year except for one. You're right. It is 4. The Vikings don't have no money, though, Win. That's why somebody's going to pick him up. That's why I know the 49ers are going to be in the mix. But you're right. They may not win.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I think he has some untapped potential as a pass rusher.
Oh.
Man, that's a whole lot of money. I mean, when we talking about $40, $50 million, man,
I know.
That's somebody that needs to anchor your defense. It don't need to be a compliment to your defense,
Yeah. It's just a hit per year. I think he wouldn't. It's not the entire contract, but per year hit, maybe a little steep. But, you pick up Anthony Barr after you pick up Earl Thomas.
Yeah, man, that would be a dream scenario right there. So Ronbo, who do you want with the second pick?
Yeah, I want Bosa. I've tried to be PC about this, but because there's a lot of folks that really do want Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen, but I don't think he's ideal for this particular system. I think Nick would be more fitting, and he would slide right on them because he puts his hand in the dirt. He's a brute. He's got a lot of technique. Josh, we could put him at the Sam, but I don't want a Sam. We can find a Sam somewhere else. I want somebody to come off that edge. Man, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, if we draft Allen, he's gonna have to show us that he can't play Leo. We're not putting him anywhere else. So,
yeah.
But my thing is just right here, man. I do not want a defensive tackle.
No, yeah. Quinnen's in the mix, but you're right. And there's other guys you could get in the later rounds that be as best. There's several guys, and we got a couple of guys that we can put next to DeForest Buckner. So it's not real serious. You're right.
Yeah, we either need to draft. Hopefully, both if he failed to us, that would be ideal. And And then, like I said, we have to take, in my opinion, I think we have to take Josh Allen. And then after that, possibly if we're not sold on Allen, trade back and look at that kid from Mississippi State, Montez Sweat.
Get Montez.
So
you might be able to get Montez in the second round, though. Maybe.
You know, I've been seeing a lot of mocks where they have him going in the top 10.
Is he moving up? Okay, well, that'll even shift even further after the combine. Okay, we'll see. Because he got handled in the Senior Bowl. Kind of concerned me. I
hadn't watched the Senior Bowl. I watched some of the highlights of the practices, and I know he's got some real long arms, and I watched him a little bit at Mississippi State. But,
yeah, he got handled by the offensive guard. I believe the kid's name starts with an N, but he got handled. And he even looked frustrated. You know, it says, now, wait a minute, that's Montez Sweat. What's the problem?
I'm about to go and do some homework on him then.
yeah.
But, yeah, but we got to come out. We got to come out with a couple of pass rushers, man. We can't just get one. We need to get one in free agency and then at least one in the draft. Because, I'll tell you what, the defense is just not going to work without a pass rush. No.
And it's been proven now. After 3 years, it has been proven. People going after this position and this position, more cornerbacks, more this, safeties and everything. You got to get a pass rush. Everything is keys off that pass rush. If that secondary's got time, you know when. If that secondary's got time, if the quarterback's got too much time to beat him, he will beat them. That's what an NFL quarterback can do, especially with NFL wide receivers if he's given too much time. That's just it. Quarterback's got to be hurried.
Yeah, and the thing is, man, I sit here and think of a guy like Aaron Donald, how great he is. Man, he's going to go down as probably one of the greatest defensive tackles of all time. Mm-hmm. But, when people start trying to compare like Quentin Williams and some of these other guys to him, man, I'm like, man, they need to pump their brakes.
Yeah.
Look here, we ain't seen a guy that dominant since Warren Sapp. And, that's been about 15 years or so ago. Warren Sapp was dominating the league. So, but anyway, got to get an edge rusher. I would love to get Earl Thomas and maybe match Ziggy on the end and put Bosa on the other end, and we get Jimmy G coming back healthy. I believe we're going to the playoffs.
And please keep him healthy. My goodness. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So you know what? We can look forward to a draft that the 49ers could be. I got a feeling the 49ers going to make some very intelligent picks. So I'm not even worried about that. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, because we had a good draft this past year, but we got to make a splash, not necessarily a splash, but we got to make a big move. That something's going to help get us over the top in free agency. We got the money. We need to stop looking at quantity and start looking at quality, and go out and get a guy that's going to help put us over the top. So that's.
Tell you what. Look for a kid named Dalton Reisner, offensive tackle, Kansas State. He handed Montez his luggage. It was ridiculous. On every play, Montez came around there and Reisner was waiting for him. Wow! Locked him up. So wait a minute.
Well, I recorded the Senior Bowl practices in the game, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I just hadn't had a chance to do it yet, but I'm going to go back and check some of that stuff out. I've been pretty busy. We had some changes and stuff at work, so I hadn't had a chance to devote as much time to my hobby and everything here. But we're going to. But I'm always looking to build an organization, man. We're on that quest for 6, trying to get that 6th Super Bowl.
Oh,
so
because Tom's already got it.
We got to get it.
Yeah, him and the Steelers. Dang.
Yeah,
but you know what?
One ahead of us.
Yeah, one's not a bad
thing. We're gonna catch him. We're gonna catch him.
Yeah, and probably
we're gonna catch him and then pass him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
this is the time to build. So.
Yeah, and this is the time to. Well, let me see. See tomorrow if you get some time, huh? I think we'll come on back tomorrow.
All right.
Since I missed Sunday.
I'll be giving you a call back then.
Be looking forward to it, Win. Always great to talk to you.
Okay, take care, Ronbo.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, Dalton Reisner, man. I was watching him, and Montez, and Jonah Williams is another guy. Fam, if these guys hang around to the second round, especially Reisner, he's a tackle. I guess any of the sexy picks you might have had in mind, if the 49ers get Bosa in the first round, if they don't trade down, Reisner is your pick in the second round if he lasts that long. Or Jonah Williams, both of them are not going to last into the second round, but one of them is. Local 49ers fans says, when are you bringing back Red and Gold Radio? Yeah, you know what? I'll announce that at some point, hopefully soon. Niner Garry 999, why don't you bring back? Everybody's asking for Red, Gold, Red. You know, it's a long story. We'll see what we can do about it. Oh, the Red and Gold GM. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, that's this weekend, actually. It was going to be this past, but I thought about the radio. Coming up next Sunday, the GM show returns. I got it written. Local 49ers fan got me confused. Next Sunday. From here until draft weekend. So if you'd like to be one, let me know. I got one person already picked out, two, actually. Yeah. So if you'd like to, we got several weeks. You know what? Get at me. Probably the best way to do it, you can go through the app, ronbosports@gmail.com. Daniel! 5-0? Oh, it's a different kind of Dano. Daniel, it's Daniel. Daniel C. I think Earl Thomas can help our defense a lot. Yeah, I know he can. Him and Richard Sherman together, that's too much experience and too much skill not to, especially in this defense. Debbie Ryan says, happy Monday, everybody. Hit that like for Ronbo. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. In Downey, Montana, 49er hitter. Yo, Ronbo, would you give up second-round pick and Dante Pettis for AB? Hell to the no. That's too damn much, okay? Ooh, no. I like AB. But that right there, that means I want to put a ring on his finger. If you like it, do you put a ring on it? If you like it, what? You know, no. Flux Gary, he says, just saw a picture of DK. Boy, ain't he a beast? That's my dog, DK Metcalf. Ooh, dude is strong and big. Don't let him pick up DK in the draft. I'll have to be sedated. That is an absolute fiend. Damn. Quest for 6, Flowers, defensive end, Thomas, free safety, Barr, Sam, linebacker. That's a nice one, actually. That's nice. Real nice. What? I probably can't get both Flowers and Barr because somebody else will go take them, but man. Dominic Winters, yo! J-Rod Armstead would suck in the AAF2. J-Rod, I hate to tell you this, but you look at stats, you wouldn't realize how wrong that is. The dude got it done this year. He was one of our better players as far as defense goes. I'm just letting you know. Look at the stats. People look at the game and they don't see nothing, but they don't know what's going on. And then they say it's Armstead, but I'm not saying anything because a lot of players on our team didn't do well. But Armstead was one of the better ones. And like I said, it's kind of strange that Buckner had his best year with Armstead being there the whole season. Go figure. Soulflow Niner says with the number 10, Optimus Prime. Oh, no, it's Optimus Dime, Gucci Garoppolo jersey. Let's go. I got another one, too. Oh, James, come on down. James, what's up? James?
Yo.
Yeah, you are, James. James, come on in, man.
How you doing, man?
Oh, James, you're that festive spirit, man. We got all kinds of money. This is that time of year we're starting to move toward improving. You know how it goes. What you got on your mind tonight?
Yeah. Well, I just I want to address to the Niner Empire and the Niner faithful and all the listeners that I do apologize for getting that age wrong on Earl Thomas. I want to apologize to everyone. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Trey up in VA. And I got his
Trey,
age
he dressed you
wrong.
as Mr. Trey.
Because I'm a respectable person, and I will say this much: I want to play you a little small tutorial. I ain't gonna take up much of your time. Some people wonder why somebody like me is saying no to the Earl Thomas train. I'm gonna just play you a small tutorial. Back here in 2016, As a matter of fact, it was the 13th week of the season. Seahawks were playing the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Him and Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor actually collided in the middle of the field. That was the first leg break. 5 days after that leg break, he was contemplating retirement. Okay. And Pete Carroll came out after he had made the statement about retirement and said, well, we just got to give him time because it's going to be somewhat of a lengthy recovery.
Wait,
with the break.
James.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about the pectoral tear.
No. That was the first leg break. He broke his leg in 2016. In week 13, him and Cam Chancellor crashed in the middle of the field. Okay, trying to break up a play, and they smashed each other in the middle of the field. That was the first leg break.
Okay.
He turned around 5 days later. He said that it's a possibility he's contemplating retirement. Pete Carroll came out.
So that means 2 injuries in a row, he contemplated retirement. I know he said that about the pectoral tear, but you're saying he said that also about the leg break. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that was the first one that happened in 2016, the week 13 of the season, and the Carolina Seahawks at the Panthers. Or in that game, I know him and Cam Chancellor collided, and he broke his leg. Now, Pete Carroll came out and said it could be a lengthy recovery, just got to give him time, and I don't know if he needs surgery or not. Now, he didn't play 2017. He comes back in 2018, and if I'm not mistaken, they were still talking about him late into OTAs and spring training. Like, he didn't show up, I don't think, until around I believe it was maybe June, or I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think he came in at the start. But within the 4 games that he played in the 2018 season, he had 4 picks in 3 games.
Yeah.
And then in game 4, he went to break up a pass, a 22-yard touchdown pass, would have been completed. He landed on that same leg and broke it again. And this time, now I didn't know this before until your caller called Friday night after I got off the phone, and I had went and did something else and came back on the show, and then, my name got bombarded as it did, but it's okay. Anyway, he to find out that he had a rod inserted in his leg.
Yeah.
I just hope some people know what's involved in the insertion of a rod. It's not just like they just go inside the leg and put a rod in the bone, which they do, but it's a lot involved, as in they've got to go inside of the leg. They're going to cut part of the bone out to insert that rod. Then after they insert that rod, they're going to put bolts in it that's going to be connected to the other part of the bone. And the bone that they removed to be able to place the rod inside of the leg, that bone gets ground up, and they put a cement on it and turn around and put it back over the rod. Okay? That's what's involved for the installment of a rod. Your caller said Friday night that he had a rod inserted in his leg, and he tried playing basketball, if I'm not mistaken, and he said that he had to stop, or it limited him from playing basketball because he had so much inflammation, which is swelling inside of the leg itself from that rod being in there. So if this player, Earl Thomas, actually went to defend the pass and he landed on that leg and broke it again the second time, this time it needed surgery with the rod implanted in the leg, as well as when they put the rod in there, they have to put bolts on it to connect it. And realistically, I don't see him holding up, man. I'm just going to be frank about it. People can dream. I was wondering
where you're going with that. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. A doctor can say, oh, yeah, I think he'll play again and this and that. But you're playing one of the most physical, violent positions on the defense at free safety. where you're running at people. Some people, you won't see them coming. Some receivers will go right by you, and you're running at another receiver, and that receiver that ran by you turns around. He's trying to take your head off.
Yeah.
Because he knows that the play is going to the other guy.
It's a scary
Understand?
job. Yeah.
So I mean, it's really a scary thing when you think about it, because the rods. Listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. I got rods in my spine from a tractor trailer accident, bro. Oh. And I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't did a whole lot of physical movement, no more than walking and going to rehab and doing a little walk in the park or whatever. In some way or another.
How long ago did you have that procedure done?
I had mine done actually in 2013.
Oh, so that
was the first time.
How do you feel?
I had to have it.
How do you feel now?
I had to have it redone. I had to have it redone in 2018, and let me tell you why. I took a CAT scan to see if it was still hurting me and bothering me, my spine. And they found that the bolts had started backing out from the rods.
Oh.
So they had to go in there again and do it again. And just to put it out there, I had a tractor trailer accident, fell from a tractor trailer while I was working, landed on my tailbone, crushed 3 of my discs, got implants as well as titanium rods and bolts in my spine. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm just putting it out there about, listen, man, I love the guy as a player. If he wouldn't, when I heard the part about the rod, that kind of that made me realize that if he does come back, and I can pretty much guarantee that Lynch is going to say, with the severity of the injury in the same leg, it's possibility.
We're not going to be able to sign you long term.
That they're going to pass on, because at the end of the day, it seems like he wants to get a contract, and however it turns out, if he can't play, he still gets paid.
Well, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, and that's why if they're going to give him a deal, it's not going to be long term. But James, you know what? We're going to have to continue this tomorrow. But
and one other thing
excellent
too,
case.
Before you go, and I know I can't hold your time up. Elijah Lee is also a free agent. There's pretty much a strong possibility, 99.8% chance they're going to let Malcolm Smith go. We need linebackers, bro.
Yeah,
we need linebackers there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they might keep Elijah Lee just because of his experience. All right, James, we'll see you tomorrow then, James. All right, James, cleared that up. All right, James.
Man. Well, you still got some people that want him, so it's all right to dream in one.
I'm even one of them. You know what I'd like to know? I'd like to know about that leg. Can he function on it, or how does it look? With his doctor, no telling what's happening with that, and he might tell the truth about it and say he can't continue. So I don't know.
The bottom line is, though, bro, when you start talking rods,
James knows.
That's a whole different avenue. And I'm the caller called in Friday night. He pretty much explained it about the rod being in his leg, what he's going through.
That's true.
All right, so James. It's not like I'm just putting it out there. But anyway, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do, Ronbo. Thank you for your time. You allow me. And Niner Empire, Niner for life. And let's not forget, whoever they sign in free agency, we're looking to move forward, and we're looking to be picking 32nd in 2020.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes,
understand?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, bro. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, James. Good stuff. Let's talk to you later.
Yeah.
And I knew Trey from VA. I knew James was going to prepare his case for you, and that was pretty elaborate. Actually, Mel had a little problem with it too. James didn't mention it, but it is something we're going to have to wait to see and find out more about in the days ahead. Derek Dawson says, I think we should get Barnes, get the defensive tackle Williams, and grab an edge rusher in free agency and one in the second round. We need killers out there, and to put icing on the cake, grab ET at safety. That D would be nice. I do worry about this thing with the rod, though, because I didn't know anything about stealing rods in the bones and how it affects you. But one caller says that he had inflammation after a while in that leg where the rod was inserted. James is saying, I think in the back it's a little different story than the leg, but still, in all, foreign objects in the leg or in the body, does the body actually adapt? Jim G says Trey Flowers and Nick Bosa, I'd say, would be great. Trey Flowers and Nick Bosa, we might as well just go home after that, man. That's all you really need. Because 49ers, as much as people like to think the 49ers don't have a team and that we need to start over and get everybody changed, no. This is one of the reasons why there's no way in hell I'd give up the second pick in Dante Pettis. I got plans for Dante Pettis. I suspect Dante Pettis has the same sophomore year as George Kittle. It's like George says, when we get ready for the combine and all other stuff, see, everything's going on, but you're training for football. This last all season, I got to eat, train, and train for football. Pettis is doing that right now. Pettis is a freak. Now, if he trains for football all off season long, look out. Adam Sanders, C.J. Mosley would be a good pickup. Quan Alexander. C.J. Mosley would be game over if we pick up C.J. Mosley, man. Then all you really need after C.J.? Yeah, not much. Dang. Him and Fred. Daniel says, I say we throw in most of our chips on our defense and a little for AB as they take it. If not, we're all still good. Yeah, because the Steelers going to ask for you. It's going to be your firstborn, Bam. I'm telling you, Steelers going to ask for everything they can get, knowing they're not going to be able. That way they can keep AB right where he is, and he can't say nothing because we tried, type of thing, right? They don't want to get rid of him. Now that the dust settled, they don't want to get rid of him. Desi Ferguson says, drop the money on Barr and Clowney. Something like that will be the whole league on notice, especially with the return. Jimmy the high traffic. Clowney's not coming, y'all. Don't set yourself up for that disappointment. He ain't coming. He ain't leaving Texas. He will continue to be eating them all-you-can-eat steaks. In them, no, them steaks you don't have to pay for if you can finish them houses in Texas. Rodney Carr says, what's up, Memphis? Hey, Rodney! Checking it, AAF. I like it. Mike Singletary has to do better. I'll be going to the game this weekend. Hey, Rodney, you got a team in Memphis, don't you? AAF. Lynn Wood. Wait a minute. Is that a picture of Jimmy Ward? That's it. See, guy.
What's up, Mr. Ronbo?
Oh, it's DK. They actually said, I'm looking at DK Metcalf, my pick, and the dude is running, looks like he's wearing a pair of slacks and tennis shoes. The dude's form is perfect. Linwood, if we pick up DK Metcalf, as I say, I'll be in the hospital after that draft, man. Because, they'll ask, what the hell's wrong with Ronbo? We got a little overjoyed, and, first of all, I think he broke a couple of bones. He can't talk about the surgical procedure on his vocal cords. I think he broke a blood vessel in his head. There's lots of damage here. And then, in other words, I'll be delighted if we pick up DK Metcalf. 6'4" of nothing, but the dude looks like Megatron.
And that'd be the perfect analogy. That's a perfect analogy, Megatron. Yeah,
not
absolutely.
Optimus Prime.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect balance. Megatron with the physicality and the brains of Optimus Prime.
There you go.
How about that analogy?
Ooh, God, dude,
that would be a weapon.
Woo, damn. Can you imagine, Linwood? You're the cornerback. Here comes DK down the field. Look over the sideline. Coach! Coach, what do I do? The mom is in the stands. Ronbo, get out of his way. Move. Moms are. Most moms don't even go to football practice. After the kid gets out of Pop Warner, they stop attending because they don't want you to play anyway. My mom tried her best to talk me out of that. Oh, God. So,
Yeah, he would be a monster, dude. Yeah,
he
would solve a lot of our red zone issues.
Ooh,
you got him in there. You got Kittle in there. You got a speed guy on the opposite side. I mean, actually, think about the three-man slot, three wideouts. Big guy, speed on the other side, Dante on the other. Oh my,
man,
it's ridiculous.
It's just weapon. You can't give Kyle Shanahan that kind of weaponry either, man. That's just too much. Too much.
It's too unfair to the NFL. But our draft and our needs, will be focused on defense.
Yeah, I tell you, I really.
My opinion. I mean, they're gonna sprinkle in some tips in there for Kyle to work with for sure.
Because he don't need much.
And that might be one of those tips. No, they don't. They really don't, Ronbo. I mean, the offense there. I mean, they were averaging 21, 24 points a game with 3 different quarterbacks.
And that's with a team, a duct tape team too. That's not even the starters. All the receivers are gone. The first quarterback is gone. The running backs. Huh.
Yeah, $60 million salary cap. Yeah, well, we're gonna free that up real quick. Oh, don't you worry. Malcolm Smith's
got
gone.
9 Linwood.
Oh my God, Malcolm Smith's gone for sure.
Yeah.
Pierre is gone for sure. That's $1 million pop. Here's a $9 million pop.
Can you take Garry with you?
Armstead.
Get Garry out of there too.
Gilliam's gone. $5 million for Gilliam's gone for sure.
Yeah,
$5 million Gilliam's gone. 9 million, yeah, a little bit. $9 million Armstead on a trade.
Could be.
Hopefully.
Could be. Yeah, get something for him because somebody will take him because he's as bad as we talk about him. He's a value. To at least.
Yeah, he is. And here's my trade. Here's my trade. $9 million for him. Well, we have a good little rapport lately with New England for some reason. Hell, let's trade Armstead and get Flowers, and Flowers comes to us, and we give him the money he wants.
You know what?
Then
that would probably be a little less than they'd have to play Flowers, actually.
Yeah.
About $1 million or so. That's a little savings for Belichick.
Yep. And then that frees us up in the draft. Then for our draft picks, number 2 overall, we trade down to Jacksonville. This would be my dream scenario is what I'm playing out to you, Ronbo.
Okay.
Armstead to them from New England. We get Flowers. We pay him his money. You know, we don't have to worry so much. We get the first veteran player on a really monster young defense.
Okay, remember, Flowers is a free agent though, so I don't know if you can work a trade out unless they sign and trade.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, unless they sign and trade him in New England. But yeah.
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. You're right. I forgot all about that. He will be a free agent. But if we could get him, it frees us up. And then I'm really liking if we can get him. You put him up against right on the other side, on the shoulder, the right arm of Buckner. I mean, holy cow.
Now listen.
Yeah, we can lose Armstead. We got Jones. We got all the other people in there. And we got Street coming to us. We don't know he's got the offer yet. There's so much talent there.
I got to tell you though, there's a thing with Solomon Thomas. You know, he is going to affect any dealings on that offensive line. If the 49ers, let's say in the second pick, they make everybody crazy by saying, and the 49ers select Quentin Williams. Now, immediately all of us are going to fall on the floor. What? And then you're going to hear the next 2 minutes say, 49ers have traded with blah, 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 Solomon Thomas for a 3rd-round pick, and they'll add extra pick. I got a feeling Kasurik is evaluating Solomon Thomas
ain't going to be there.
Yeah, Kasurik is evaluating him. He's going to get back to the 49ers about what he thinks.
And I think he's going to evaluate that he was overrated, this and that. I think he's out of there, personally. I think he's out of there.
Person.
For me.
He's a free agent, so if they don't want to re-sign him, they have that choice. That means they'd have to draft a kid out of the draft and put Joshua Garnett in that spot, which I got no problem with. Garnett showed me something at the end of the season.
Yes. Well, I'm not worried about the offensive line. Gilliam's gone for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think he's worth anything. You can put Magnus in there. You can put anybody in there. Gilliam's gone for sure. All the other players are gone. But back to your topic is salary cap, free agency. Hell with Earl Thomas. He wants to go to the Cowboys.
I know.
I mean, he's made it loud and clear.
That's true.
He's overrated.
Dallas.
People forget Jawaski Cart, 2 years removed ago, was in the top 10 ranked free safety in the league, and he was limited. He was hurt. He was in the top 5 almost. We got speed back there.
How about Mathieu? If we're gonna get anything, if we can find anything out of Texas, He might be the guy. They can't franchise tag everybody. They got 2 or 3 people. I don't know. There's got another guy besides Clowney. They can only franchise one guy.
Flowers' the only option. Everybody's going to get franchised, Ronbo.
You can't
Flowers
what I'm
is
saying.
our
On every
only
team.
option. Everybody's going to get franchised.
I know.
Flowers is going to be our only option. We got $60 million. We can free up a lot of people when we get close to about $80 million from what I looked at. We can get close to the $80 million mark.
Get ready for it, too.
Yeah.
Ziggy will be coming into camp, and every last one of us will be saying at the same time, oh. Because you know Ziggy, man. 49ers first game, and Ziggy Ansah seems to be, they're calling timeout. The trainers are coming out on the field. And everybody at the same time, all good. Thank you, Ziggy, for a half a quarter. I know it. Ziggy can't take it. Dang.
What about focus on the only free agent worth bringing into the building, in my mind, is the pass rush veteran to help the rest of the defensive line, Flowers. And then from there, we can add little pieces and backup pieces like they do because they're dealing with the money. Remember, we got to sign Depot this year. That's going to take a chunk.
Yeah,
there's a chunk on right there.
Right.
We can't let him escape. We got to sign a chunk. We got to keep gold.
That's another reason why Armstead's not. That's why Armstead's not coming back. They're gonna say, listen, if we're gonna sign DeForest Buckner, we're not gonna be able to pick up Arik's contract. So that's probably pretty much what the plan's going to be.
These people. We got to keep with our people.
Yeah.
We have a second-round pick. Yeah. Jackson needs a quarterback. What about maybe trading back for them? First-round pick for first-round pick. We just swap. They trade us, and they give us Ramsey.
Linwood, look out, man. I'm telling you right now, Jacksonville's going to trade up and get Rosen. Mark my words. But Linwood, keep that place right there. We're going to continue this tomorrow because this is fun stuff. What are the 49ers going to do? Continues.
I hope so. I hope we trade back, Ronbo.
They might if they can
get
a good deal.
Free agency. I hope we go free agency, defensive end. Trade back. We can get a double hammer. Jags.
Would be nice.
Ramsey, maybe.
And that frees got to be addressed.
All right. We got an edge. We get our corner, and then we draft Devin White.
There you go. All right, and that would be nice. All right, Linwood, I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, good night, sir.
All right, fam. Good night. Yeah, in fact, because everybody agrees, if we could address that edge issue and free agency, it sure would be nice. Man, because then you'd have the beast. Boy, DK Metcalf, my dude. Boy, I tell you, that dude, man. I'd love to see a cornerback trying to deal with that. Sir Garcia, what's up? Brother Hobbs L. If that's a honey badger in the photo, we had a chance to get him last year and choose not to because he didn't fit our scheme, according to Lynch. Lynch said that about the honey badger last year? What are the Cardinals running before he came over to Texas? Oh. Texans run a 3-4, don't they? Looking at that later. Atlanta's. It's Big Show. He says, if we sign Barr, then no question Bosa or Allen are off the table. True. We trade our pick down and get either Jachai Polite, defensive end out of Florida, or linebacker Devin White. And I can just see before the game everything. Instead of his DK Metcalf, he'll come in like Megatron. Megatron always announced himself. Megatron. DK will come out on the field. DK. Quarterbacks. Coach, y'all ain't paying me enough money to guard that dude. Spirit Entertainment. Can you imagine if we had an elite defense who could stop opposing offenses and generate turnovers? We can actually average 30 points a game with Jimmy G or Mullins. True. Let's get that defense. Free agency draft. And 49ers are thinking that way, too. If anything suffered last year was defense. Elias! He says, I miss Quentin Patton in the Niners. He's a beast. He looked good yesterday in that game, didn't he? Yeah, one controversial call. They say the ball hit the ground. And it did. It hit his arm, but it was close. Carlos Carrillo says, hey, crank it up a few notches. Niners! It's cool to be you. Sup? Dean, would you come on in here? Dean.
Ronbo, what's up?
Dean, DK Megatron. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, not much, man. It's so good to finally be back on here. I've been on the night shift, so I haven't been able to be on for like a whole year.
Dean,
I'm finally back on.
Dean, has it been a year?
Shift, man, I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's been about a year. Okay, a little bit less than a year. Last time I came on was like preseason. And I started doing the night shift, so I've just been listening, and I haven't been able to get on and voice my opinion, which just sucks. But now I work days, and now I'm here.
Oh, did you must have a lot you want to get off your chest. Jump right on in there, man.
Oh, man.
What are you thinking?
Dude, the whole year was just so much, man. I mean, it was cool. It was cool seeing the third string do so well for like a rookie. Like this whole year, George Kittle though, man, he rocked it, man.
Jesus, I mean, he went over rocket. I mean, the dude is like, now he's in the record books. How many guys do that in their second year in the NFL? And he'd have two records. Awesome. If Kyle would have not been an oversight on his part, he'd have put George back on the field for that 5 lousy yards. George would have captured everything a tight end could do. Oh,
I know. He actually posted something on my Instagram, so now he's my favorite player. So.
All right.
I was like, yeah. No, but so you guys were talking about strength and conditioning coach. How we don't have one.
Yeah, we don't have one.
So let's get so Ronbo, do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I knew it. I've been saying the same thing. Get Dwayne The Rock Johnson in there. He's so busy, but man, if somebody told him, hey, Rock, you like to come back to football? For what? The 49ers. For what? I can't play. No, Rock, we want you to come in and make them look like you.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I think he'd eat it up. Because,
we
but he's so
money,
busy.
Man. Just give him some money.
You got to give him a lot of money. You know what Rock is considered right now? He's a franchise saver. If you got some movie series going on, it's maybe dragging, Rock will come in and do an episode, all of a sudden that whole franchise just picks up. He made the Fast and Furious. Yeah. The Fast and Furious are starting to slide a little bit. Rock pulled him right back up. He kind of blew it this last one, I understand.
I know, they're still going. They got that new one that's coming out, too.
Yeah.
Like, man, how many of those are going to make?
They said Rock made it a little bit too much about him, but, it's still The Rock.
Yeah. Everyone wants to see him, so.
Yeah, that dude is funny.
But, no, but okay, so the Earl Thomas thing, man. I'm totally with James on this one. I'm just tired of bringing, like, injury-prone players to the Niners, man. Like, this whole year was nothing but injuries. Yeah. Why are we going to bring another, like, huge injury-prone person back into our lineup?
And pay him a lot of money because he's going to be expensive. Yeah.
Dude, same with Nick Bosa. I don't want to bring Nick Bosa in either. He's super injury-prone, too. His whole family has a history of it.
Even the mom, from what I heard.
Though.
Yeah. So,
oh, man. But he looks so good, though. Like, when he does play, he is explosive, man, and he can beat anyone.
God.
But, I mean, we'll get, like, 3 games out of him for the season, and then we got to wait a whole nother year?
God, it really would be sad. I'd feel so foolish because I was one of the people hoping we'd get Nick, and if he comes and gets hurt right away, God, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, no, me too, man. Like, I'm just so tired of injuries, man. So I don't want Earl Thomas, and I want Nick Bosa, just like.
Okay, well, who do you want then,
else, like,
I mean, we got to have some people off the edge if you're going to go through the draft, pass rushers. And it'd be nice if we could get one out of free agency, but where do you go? You going to go with the Joshua Allen group?
Dude, I like Josh Allen, man. I think he's really good. He's really fast, dude. He can beat people too on the edge, man. I was watching videos of him.
That's what he does.
I was watching videos of him today, man, and I was just like, wow, man, like he could be a good setup for us. That or that defensive tackle too, whatever his name is.
Quinnen Williams out of Alabama.
Man, God, he looks good.
No, he's a scary dude. You know, you watch enough film. Keep watching video. I've watched several videos on him. He comes through that middle, man. It's really, this is a very violent player. Him next to Defoe could actually ignite Defoe to go even to the next level.
Dude, Defoe, man, he killed it this year, man. He did so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Still can't get any respect.
So I'm probably the only one, but I'm still rooting for Solomon Thomas, man. I don't know.
You're not the only one. We all wish he would. You know?
Yeah. It's probably more because it's like an Oregon thing, you know. But
I know. Because he's
still,
man.
I mean, he still has like potential, you know. Like it's just like this was his year to like prove himself, though, and he totally didn't do it. But man, I just don't want to get rid of him.
You know, and that's why at the beginning of the year when people said they didn't want to play him in the middle because there's Robert Saleh said, I don't like playing him in the middle. You know, all those big people coming at him. I was wondering why he said that. You know, Solomon Thomas, somebody said they saw him and met him in person, and he said he's not as big as we thought. And maybe that's why Saleh's trying to put him out on the edge so he'd have a better shot. In other words, he may not be exactly what we thought he was going to be. If you need to put him on the edge and he's not going to win out there, he's not going to win in the inside either. So I don't know. The 49ers have to make a decision on him, I guess.
I mean, if anything, they could probably make a decent trade for him, you know. I don't know, get some good money for him at least, or something. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. This is like my favorite part of the year, man. It's just getting ready for the draft, free agency. Like, I love it.
Anticipation.
I love all of it.
Yes.
I know. It's like April can't come soon enough.
That's right. Or waiting for that ketchup to come out of the bottle so you can hurry up eat your fries. It's just, come on. That's why I don't even get Heinz 57 ketchup because I can't wait. Come out of that bottle. I want to eat now.
That's why I just get the squeeze ones. I just get the squeeze shit. Just put it on there. No weight, nothing.
So anyway,
man. But another thing, real quick too, man. I don't know what we're gonna do about this running game. Like,
what do you mean the running game?
We're gonna get McKinnon back.
Yeah.
We have Breda. We have Mostart that looked. Where the hell did he come from? He's crazy.
We don't need any running backs.
We have Wilson Jr. too. It's like, are we just gonna be a 4-back run system?
I know, because I don't see letting Wilson go, and you can't put him on the practice squad. Somebody will gobble him up. He's shown enough talent for that. And Mostert's going to be on special teams. So that means if something happens to either one of our running backs, Mostert just seamlessly comes right on in and keeps that 4.3 speed thing going. Oh, I tell you, I love a running back situation. Man, you don't have to waste a pick on a running back this year.
Mostert looked good, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he stepped up to, second string. I mean,
okay, now see.
Breda, though. I mean, Breda's so explosive, too.
Oh, see.
So much.
Mostert outplayed him when they played together. Mostert outplayed Breda both times. I says, you know what? Truth be told, but to be fair, Breda had a hurt ankle. But man, Mostert was badass.
He always has a hurt ankle. That's no excuse. He always has a hurt ankle. That's no excuse.
I know he plays better with that hurt ankle, Bobby. D, we gotta go.
God, he'll just go up. All right. Cool. I'll definitely be on tomorrow, man.
All right.
Yeah, it's good to be back, and
great to hear you back too, dude. All right. It's best to go to bed at night anyway. You'll feel better. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, fam. All right. Yeah, Dane's back. I'm telling you, I wasn't kidding. Look at the stats. Mostert was hitting them holes. Actually, I think Mostert might be the fastest guy on the team now because, both Matty B and Jerick McKinnon run 4.3 something. Mostert is a tick faster. From what I remember, because I was going down through those times of the speeches we got at running back, and I said, damn, Mostert's the fastest one. I remember saying that, but I can't remember exactly what the times were. Matty B was clocked at 20 miles an hour, the fastest in the league last year. You got some road runners for running backs. That's all. Yeah, but they ain't big enough. They can't take no. Yeah, I don't care. I'd rather that maze be hit and zip through, because each one of them can take it to the house at any time. Derek Dawson says Williams has good hands for a big dude. Yeah. William Roberts says Malcolm Smith was a waste. Yeah, they didn't know at the time. Sup, my guy, says Malcolm has been number one letdown signing since let him test the couch. And Cynthia, hey, Cynthia, she says, yeah, we should let all the non-producers go. It's been too long. If you ain't produced by now, you probably never will. But we got a lot of those though, and I do my concerns toward Jimmy and Kwiatkowski. He's a great football player, but Kwiatkowski. Okay, anyway, Ramos says, let's go Niners. Kim Boutro says, Cassine Johnson, Fresno State. That's kind of like a local boy, I tell you. See if we get him in here for a little bit. Sup, my guy, go Niners. Sean John Thomas signed Danny Shelton and draft Nick, but I always did like Danny Shelton, and draft Nick Bosa. Robert Gibby says, can you do the eyebrow thing that the Rock does? Can't do it now. Maybe remind me tomorrow. He said, not in this hat. Big Show says, Antonio knows how to tread in NFL waters, unlike Ruben, who was arrested in 3 different states. Boy, Ruben was special with that stuff, ain't he? Arrested in 3 different states, mind you. Brown is 31 and knows how to stay out of trouble. This is his first hiccup. And there's a lot of truth to that, too. So, I don't know, man. The man is just, if he could have done anything, because I know that freaked John Lynch out. Big Al! Big Al is the owner of the club on it's not downtown, but right down near where I used to live on Powell Street and on Broadway. There's a club called Big Al's.
Ronbo, what's up?
Big Al, man. I just sit back here, man, and wonder what the 49ers are going to do, because his options are just endless, Big Al. Endless options. And don't let that coach fool you in Arizona. He is getting rid of Rosen for first person that calls him and says, you want Rosen? Yes. What do you want? Just give me your first round pick and you got him. I'll just trade the first round pick, give me Rosen, and you got it. So,
Ronbo, one thing, man, I think I got to start calling in more, man. James got to put some respect on my name, man. He called me the caller. Come on, man. You got to say Big Al, bro. Come on, man. I got to start calling in like, I mean, man. He's talking about my inflammation in my bone.
You're the one with the rod in your leg. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, man. No, I'm giving him a hard time. But, yeah, man. Hey, man, I heard you talking about Solomon Thomas, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's no hope for Solomon Thomas, man. Not on the Niners. One thing that Solomon Thomas lacks, he lacks athleticism. He's not really athletic. If you watch him play,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He's
yeah, not like Donald. Donald is like, can't nobody do nothing with him. As soon as the ball is snapped, everybody goes into panic trying to stop him. You don't have that kind of problem, and they're built similar. Aaron is a lot stronger and probably a little
way
bigger.
Stronger.
But, way stronger. And I know Solomon should be in the weight room. He ought to go to fly to L.A. Hey, man, when I grow up, I want to be like you, man. Let's work out together. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to warm up at 325. Let's go. And I mean, this is the thing, because he needs to get stronger and more aggressive, and people handle him too easy. So, yeah, I agree. You're right. You're right, Al.
Yeah. And Solomon Thomas, he's a nice guy. He's kind of, quiet. Nice. You know what I'm saying? We need some dogs, man. And I watched a documentary, a little short documentary on ESPN. Aaron Donald, he's from Pittsburgh. His dad had him lifting weights in the basement at 12 years old. So he was, you know what I'm saying?
Don't come out of here until you can bench 225. That only weighs 95 pounds. That's your problem. Work it out. You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It worked.
So, you know, hey, real quick, man. They keep I keep hearing injury prone.
Yeah.
Injuries are a part of football. That's just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You just got some guys that are luckier than others, right?
Teams that are luckier than others, yeah, too.
Right. So I would still go out and get Earl Thomas. Like you said, what's the odds of him breaking his leg for a third time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He might be messing with some voodoo or something. I don't know what the hell he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so but in all seriousness, I would still go for him. Hey, but last thing, you keep talking about Metcalf, right?
Oh yeah, boy, that is a flying hammer. Ho!
If we can't get him, are you aware of the wide receiver at Arizona State?
N.K. Neal. Yes.
Yeah.
And
that's the guy I want.
That's another specimen.
He's 6'4", 215. Got a nice vertical.
Mm-hmm.
He's quick.
Can't wait to see him at the combine.
I know shit. Yeah, you know, like you always say, and which is true. Shanahan likes guys that can get open. This guy definitely can.
He likes
them
big.
You know, that would be somebody.
Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, what is NK? What is his 40 time? Because I'm just saying, because people say we need a big receiver. I said, man, y'all might as well give that up. If he can't run, Shanahan ain't gonna look at him, man. So I was laughing at that, and like JJ Whiteside, he can forget it. Big and no speed. But NK is
Shanahan likes Julio. He likes Julio types.
Yeah. Kelvin Harmon.
Right.
Kelvin Harmon is 6'2". He runs a 4.55.
Yeah.
That's okay. DK runs a 4.58. He might still be in the money. Harry runs a 4.57.
Right. You know one thing that kind of alarms me about DK though. I don't his route running. He seems like it's a lot of just straight down the field. You know what I'm saying? If you watch it, and I know you can only see so much. Yeah.
He depends on his size to win. He's like Alshon Jeffrey, but a little faster of foot.
Right.
Because Alshon ain't got no speed. But Alshon, at the peak of the leap, he's going to beat you. I mean, and I can see, Metcalf is that kind of guy, after about the first quarter, the cornerback is hurting. You know what I'm saying? If you ever play ball, physical guys like that, it's just painful trying to stay with them after a while. You know, he's hitting you with his elbow. Right. You feel a knee actually hit up a DJ. You know, it's just because you got to stay up on him. If you don't, he's going to really make you look bad. So, this is the kind of receiver that batters defenders. And I'm thinking, man, this dude, if he doesn't get hurt, he could be brutal. So.
Yep. So, but that's all I got, Ronbo. Hey, I liked your ketchup analogy with the French fries. That was spot on. I like that.
Anticipation, you know what I'm saying? You can't wait. Ketchup still coming out slow. That's supposed to be a good thing. It ain't. Give me the squeeze bottle.
That's right. That's right, man. All right.
Be back tomorrow, fam. Man. Be looking for you. Hey, James, it's Big Al that gave you all that info about the rod procedure. Big Al, one thing.
Damn right.
I didn't know about the concrete. Was everything he said accurate on that procedure? Because he's had it done too.
So I didn't catch the concrete. I just caught him saying.
Well, they got to remove a little bit of the. Well, they got to take a little bit of the bone away in order to insert that rod into the bone, and then where that area has been removed of the bone, they put a little concrete in there, which scared me, along with the bone tissue and some screws to attach everything. Is that the procedure? Al?
You there?
Al? Yeah,
I hear you. I can hear you now.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said? Is he went through that.
So you said they had to remove some of the bone.
Yeah, just a little bit enough to get the rod into the bone, right?
Yes, from what I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And little fun fact. The doctor that did my surgery was actually the doctor for the 49ers in the mid 80s through mid 90s.
Really?
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
If nothing else,
Yep.
that his pedigree has something to do with your favorite team. Yeah, but the procedure sounds scary, and I just, I hope is the inflammation consistent, or is it just when you are playing ball or something?
Only when I'm playing ball. Walking around day to day, working, I'm good. Playing with my kids, I'm good. It's just when like 2-3 days in a row of playing basketball, running and jumping on the hardwood, it flares up pretty bad.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Now imagine that with football.
Yeah,
right?
I know. And kind of scary. All right. Well, thanks, Big Al, for that, man.
At his age.
Yeah, he's 29. Yep. Yeah, that's not a good time to be having that kind of injury.
All right, Ronbo, I'll get at you tomorrow.
All right, Al. Be looking for you. Have a good night.
All right, later.
Oh, that's two testimonies. And they ain't lying. These are 49er fans. If having rods installed into your body is, I don't know what they told Earl. They tell Earl, and you should be good to go by OTAs. Of course, he goes out there and the inflammation starts, swelling. Then we hear about water having to be drained. And then we say, oh, man, John, what was the contract you got? What's the guaranteed money, man? We got to get somebody. But we still have people. I mean, you look at, we still got, no matter what you think about him, but we still got Adrian. And we still got, I don't know about Jimmy, but we still got also DJ. So we may not be dead meat. Oscar Rivas. What's up? How you been, man? How you been doing, Oscar? Civic Sport ejected FP6 up. 49er for life, red and gold. I'm thinking Brado will win the starting job. Yeah, I don't know how Kyle Shanahan's going to designate who starts and who not. They could be in the backfield at the same time. But you have to realize his whole offensive schemes were built around some of the skill sets of Jerick McKinnon. So Brady will play a role, but I don't know that McKinnon's going to be made to sit down for him because McKinnon's that guy that's a nightmare matchup where he's going to be doing multiple activities. He's not going to be just a running back. He'll run for the tackles too now and then, but that's going to be mostly Brady's job. Jerick's going to be that guy that's going to be lined up in the slot, in the backfield, on the edge, with the DC sitting there saying, why do we have to deal with Kyle Shanahan? How did he get put in our schedule this year? What the hell is he going to do? All right, time! Call time! See, this is the kind of confusion Jerick McKinnon can cause. If he lines up in the backfield and goes out and passes from there, the linebacker's dead meat. If he lines up in a slot, I've seen him run routes when he's in Minnesota. I saw film. Coverage on a slot is going to be rough. If he lines up on the edge, there ain't no corner that's going to be able to keep up with him either. He is the nightmare. He is Kyle Shanahan's main weapon. After that, you're still going to see Matty B running off the tackles and probably sometimes running off running patterns and things like that. But make no mistake, Jerick McKinnon is his man. And Manny says, what's up, beautiful Niner Empire? Niner Stiglitz, hello, Niner Empire. Jim Thurl says, what's new in the Empire? Barbershop, where we constantly debate Joe versus Tom. And Joe kicks his ass every time. They've got all kind of computer games and software matching those two. Hey, I don't play Madden, but do they have that on Madden? Sachs Montgomery, what's up? Lynch and Shanahan said they're going for quality picks. That means they're not going to trade down then. And as Chris Shaw said, let's root for Cards to take Murray #1 so we can get Bosa. Chris, I really, really believe that's going to be the case. Because it's like the guy on Twitter said, Rosen may be the best quarterback not in this class. Ron Avalon says, why is someone talking about Ed Oliver? Dude is a beast. I know, right? I like Ed Oliver. I put him in. I got him in the app. All kind of information and video footage on him. So anybody who doesn't know about Ed Oliver, if you're in the app right now, click on over to Draft Pick Hits. I got all these guys. I'm stacking it up with bodies every day. I like to look over at DK Metcalf. Boy, if I was, boy, he better be glad I'm not a woman, boy. I'd be calling him up, boy. DK, I was looking at your big, luscious muscles. You gonna play football this year? You need a girlfriend. Hey, who we got next? Oh, hey, Will, what's up?
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Will, man, you know, it's that time of year, man. We're getting ready to get better. And I just heard something I really appreciate hearing. He says we're going for quality picks this time. Will, the 49ers may not be trading down. That's what that sounds like to me. They got 6 picks. 6 quality picks.
Well, I wouldn't be honest with you. I just keep it at 6 picks. To be real with you, because like I say, they're gonna spend that free agent money, man. So like I said, I understand everybody got different opinions. You know, I respect everybody's opinion, but you just gotta know. You just gotta know when to keep it real, man. I'm saying, man, you gotta get pass rushers, man. We want veterans as pass rushers. We want guys that's already built and have the strength. You see these rookies in, they don't have as much strength as the veterans, because they already been in the league.
Grown man strength.
Right. Yeah. Right. You gotta groom them to be that. Yeah. But if you put in veterans on the edge, man, that's already been in this league, man, you can go ahead and get this quarterback, and so we can get these picks and these fumbles, man. So, like I said, over and over again, man, you got to get 2 free agent edge rushers, man. Get Quentin Williams for the D-line. I understand everybody saying we tired of getting D-linemen, but, I mean,
you got to get them.
This won't be no Solomon Thomas.
One question, Will. Did we go over how many guys come in the league playing the edge that don't get hurt in their full first season? I just realized. Remember that dude last year we wanted? They called him a project. Oh, big dude. Oh, what is his name? He got hurt last year. I'm not sure if what's his name went over to Tennessee. I don't think he played the whole season either. First year edge rushers, you're right. They get their ass beat the first year. Almost all. Joey Bosa. Did Bosa? No. Bosa came up lame in the second, going into the second season. It's rough on edge rushers in the first year. You're right.
I'm telling you, man, you got to get the veterans. You got to get the veteran edge rush create this pressure. This is what we've been needing for a long time.
Years. Ever since Alden left.
Since Alden and Amar Brooks was on the team. Man, you need to continue always to get veteran edge rush. You always got to get that. Did
Alden get hurt in his first year? No, he made it his whole year.
Alden Smith, I don't think Alden Smith ever got hurt.
I know.
I could be wrong, but I don't remember.
He was too high. Alden, your leg is broke.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
okay.
Man.
But yeah,
I'll be okay.
But yeah, man, you gotta get that immediate pressure, man. We're trying to go to the playoffs. We ain't got time to be grooming people on the edge. We need veteran edge rushers right now. Now you can groom. You continue to groom Williams. If you get Winnie, you can groom him. You got time to, because we already got D linemen that's already stepping up and making plays like DJ Jones, Sheldon Day, Bugner. You know, Bugner. We already solid on D line, so you'll have time to groom D Williams. If you put him in this year, if we get him, he's gonna make some plays, but you're gonna have to groom him. So that's why I'm saying we should take that route. And then for the linebacker position, let Malcolm Smith go. Like I said, bring in Corey Littleton. The dude create turnovers. We've been complaining all year about not getting turnovers. This man can get you turnovers. He had turnovers on us. He had turnovers in the Super Bowl. The man is always around the ball, basically. And if a run is going to him, he's gonna strip it. And if he puts pressure on the quarterback, he's gonna be there to pick it off. Trust me, because we seen it plenty of times. And for corner, I don't think. I mean, I hope they do, but I don't think they're gonna address the corner. I think they're gonna let. I think they're gonna give Witherspoon another chance.
Yeah.
Hopefully that. Hopefully,
no problem
hopefully. Right. Hopefully that we get the edge rushers and the D-line pressure we need to help him out, and that can build his confidence up, and he can become a great player. And let's see what else. In the free safety position, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all gotta know when to have common sense. Say
it on him, Will.
Earl Thomas can come right in, man, if he fits the scheme. He with Sherman and Earl Mitchell can feed these guys these knowledge, man. These are the most highly IQ players in the league. One of the most highly IQ players in the league, man. All they gotta do is feed these guys these knowledge, these rookies, they reading all them guys the knowledge to know the defense, know the scheme. And they'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get Earl Mitchell, who you gonna get? Who you gonna get if you can't get Earl Mitchell?
Because Tyrann Mathieu, somebody said Tyrann last year. Lynch said he doesn't fit our scheme. Did he say that?
Tyrann Mathieu, I don't give a damn about Tyrann Mathieu.
You're not a fan.
Tyrann Mathieu ain't. I'm not a fan. He didn't make any noise this past season. He made no
right?
noise.
He was kind of quiet. Their defense got a little better last year, though. The Texans defense. I don't know if it's because of him. But it looked a little better last year as far as the pass efficiency.
Look, he had made no noise enough for me to notice him. So I mean, I don't know. But I'm saying,
for me, actually, I don't know how he gets away with being that small playing safety. You know, and he didn't get killed this year, and he's been down. He had a couple of knee injuries, so I don't know.
Right. Now, so I'm just saying, man, if you can't get Earl Thomas, who else you gonna get? Now you can get LaMarcus Joyner from the Rams. Now he a good player. You probably get him if Earl Thomas doesn't work out. But if you can't get Earl Thomas or LaMarcus Joyner, you might as well just say, come on, Jimmy Ward. We're gonna try you again. Here at free safety.
Jimmy! Because you know what? Jimmy, boy, you're right. And the Rams, they got no money, like you like to say. And so we could get Joyner.
I'm telling you, man. Now we don't want that dude, Jimmy Ward, come back there, and he messing around and get hurt again. So we don't want that. So if I was y'all, I'll be praying that John Lynch get Earl Thomas. And I tell you what, the Quaski Tart, please give up number 29 and give it to Earl when he get there, because you ain't gonna be playing because Marcel Harris is gonna take your position.
Will's got it all figured out. Spot. Oh, Will, I was talking about Marcus Davenport. He didn't make it through the whole season. And Harold Landry, I'm not sure what happened to Harold. I watched a couple of games. He looked good. But like you say, it's these dudes coming out of college that aren't ready for NFL prime time. I mean,
you got to let them sit back. You got to let them sit back and learn the game. You got to sit back and let them soak in the knowledge from the veteran players. I mean, they're gonna get a chance to play, but at least they need to give these guys some time to be, to get built up, groom them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And West Coast. Wait. Let me thank West Coast 57257 for giving me them names. Thanks, fam. But yeah, I wanted both of those guys last year. So.
Right. Yeah. And one more thing I know about. I'm about to get off, but one more thing. The offense, man, bro. I'm telling you, Ronbo, man. I want receivers out the SEC, man. I want Metcalf and I want Debo.
Yeah. Boy, don't let them both be on the team at the same time, boy. I would say, boy, I don't even believe this. God, because Debo's a dog. Metcalf is even bigger dog. You know, the Megatron has returned to the NFL. And Debo, boy, all that speed,
Metcalf,
mean.
Man, Metcalf look like the Hulk.
I know. It can run. Metcalf come out there with no pads. Just a rope tied around some pants that are too short and no shoes.
Ronbo. Ronbo, if you walk to the Metcalf right now and pinch his shoulder or his chest, you'll feel like concrete.
I know, dude.
I'm telling you,
I'm checking him out, man. I got his phone number there. I said, look at DK, man. That dude is ready for the NFL. I don't know if the NFL is ready for him. God, wow. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the Tuesday night SmackDown. Be looking for you, okay?
All right, man. All right, y'all know the motto, man. Now the Empire, man. Fuck the Rams. Yeah. They lost and they broke.
Will says that with such conviction. I love it. Good night, Will.
All right, man.
Oh, and they broke. Hey, big homie in them. Hey, I love you, man. He says, keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to call in one of these days, big dog. Oh, yeah. Quentin plus Devo equals crazy. By the time the draft gets here, we're going to already have signed Flowers and maybe Graham. See, I tell you, both of them are very potential. Thanks a lot for the contribution, big homie in them. But I'm telling you, man, 49ers, they're going to be really aggressive, I can tell you right now, in free agency. Well, you already know. Because 49ers saying that's 2 years back-to-back. They had whole Santa Clara smelling like armpits. I mean, you just can't continue to get your ass whooped like that. And people talking about it's like asking questions like, what team is nobody talking about and no conversations to make it to the playoffs next year has a chance? 49ers? How did you complete us with that sentence in question? That's awful. Hey, Adam Sanders, Danny Shelton would be a good pickup in free agency. I like Danny Shelton a lot. I agree. And he looked a lot better this year than he did the year before that. So, man, Danny's been in the league for 2 years? 3 years, yeah. This is coming on the third. Jim says, wifey says, she works in surgery. Everything that James said is true. Oh, Jim, that's bad news, isn't it? And I knew James wasn't making it up. I just wondered about, is it possible for these guys to function? How many guys in the NFL have rods and bones? Coach T, he says, what's up? You've seen the latest mocks. They're now mocking defensive edge to us for first pick, Bosa or Allen. Makes sense to me, but it will be predicated on what we do in free agency, of course. And it's way too early for these mocks, but the mocks are fun right now because you gauge what you heard in the first couple of months going into this period, and you say, they were right or wrong. And Jim also says, Jim Thurl, I've seen a mock with Williams 1 to us, and then linebacker from Alabama, round two. Round two. If Devin White gets a round 2, the 49ers would have no choice. But I don't think the Cardinals will let Devin White get away. Nobody's going to let Devin White get away that long. Even at the number 2 position, we'd be close. Alabama guys, what do you think? You know when you say the words SECIMN, especially when you're talking about defense. Smith says, I'm kind of with Steve Young. He said Niners should get a pass rusher and go all out on getting a top-end wide receiver into offense. Yeah. Because contrary to what a lot of people believe, the entire roster is not just crap. A lot of those guys are good ball players. They just needed time to mature, William Roberts, Anthony Barr, Trey Flowers. I do like veteran guys coming off there. Will's right about that, though. I don't want any mamby-pamby child that just got out of the university of whatever. Comes in. Coach, I'm ready to play, Coach. Let me loose, man. I'm your guy. Coming off the edge. Here comes Quentin Nelson. Bam. Oh, Jesus. Move! He's not moving. Get out there. Get him off the field. Oh, God. I don't want this, So Anthony Barr, Trey Flowers, these guys know what the NFL has to offer. They're ready for it, Daniel Garcia, don't sleep on Julio. Dan, I wonder, can we get Julio? Would it be amazing if 49ers could muscle Julio out of Atlanta? But I don't see that being possible. Atlanta seems to be dead set serious to get back to the playoffs, and they got to have Julio if they're going to do it. Calvin Brown, a good pass rusher is where you find them. SEC? Ryan Jones, Alden Smith's success came as a direct result of Justin Cowboy Smith. Real shit. And plus, You know, a lot of you are too young to remember, but the New York Giants used to have a guy named Lawrence. And I'm talking about between when the ball was on offensive. Hey, defense on the field. No, I'm ready. Come on. Hey, where? Just tell me that. You know, see, that's back when you weren't tested for PGAs. I got a feeling somebody was doing a lot of job on the snow. He's in the Hall of Fame, though. Hey, night on!
Oh, what's up, Rambo? What's going on?
Oh, Nighthawk, man. We're sitting there planning what's going to happen with the 49ers next. It's going to be free agents. We're trying to we got $60 million. May have more than that because it's going to be. How do you feel about Malcolm Smith leaving? Will you be okay if Malcolm Smith says goodbye?
I mean, if he does, where's he going? Did he say he's going to leave?
Well, they say he ain't got to go home, but he got to get the hell up out of San Francisco. So Malcolm Smith may be leaving. I figured because he has nothing to offer, and I kind of feel his tank is going to be empty, and they got a lot of money they want to pay to him.
You know, he can go. He can go.
Yeah. Garry Gilliam, that was the guy we picked up to back up our tackle spots. Garry Gilliam came out and played 2 snaps last year, laying on the sideline, screaming and hollering in pain. So that's useless. And he wasn't that good to begin with. Let's see, there's another guy involved in this. But there's some guys. The 49ers could conceivably end up with $70 million if they don't pick up some contracts. Arik Armsteads another one they may have to consider whether or not is he worth picking up that $9 million, or do we just go ahead and go with Contavious Street and some other guys? You know, so it's going to be interesting to see.
I think we keep Streets.
We don't know what Contavious can do yet, but
yeah.
And Arik Armstead is in spite of what a lot of people believe, he was getting things that he was one of the best people we had against the run last year. But you know what? We can stop the run. We got Sheldon Day. We also got DJ Jones does a good job with that as well. So if all we're talking about is stopping the run, we probably can handle that. But DeForest Buckner needs somebody next to him that's going to make people crazy, and preferably somebody coming off that Leo position. So,
yeah, because we got rid of Shulman, so we need somebody to help Shulman out.
Yeah. Now, you know, the problem is I don't know if Earl Thomas, I hope his body can handle, because, you know, he had a procedure on his leg, put a rod in it.
Yeah, if he do, I think we should give him 1-year contract if they do pick him up.
He might not want that, though. You know, he's been around for a while. He's going to want security, Nighthawk. He's going to want a 2 to 3 year contract, right? So what do you pay a 2 to 3 year contract, and it's not guaranteed he's going to be able to survive the first year? And I wonder if he'd understand that. You know what? He may visit 2 or 3 teams.
Well, he's taking a risk.
Yeah. If he could take a Richard Sherman contract. But I don't know if I think he's more interested in going to Dallas anyway. That's the only thing that worries you about Earl Thomas. Does he want to go to Dallas that bad? And can the Cowboys ain't got no money, though, Nighthawk. So, and I'm sure Richard Sherman's going to tell him, come on, Earl, man. You got better food here than they do in Texas anyway. Was that me saying from California? Man.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, the salty-ass Rams sharp only got 3 points.
There's another team that ain't got no money. Well, they got little money, but they owe it to everybody they got on their team already, and they can't even keep half.
They can't keep everybody.
Yeah, they got franchise tag. You know, if they want to get Ndamukong Suh, they'd have to pay him. They can't even franchise tag him. Aqib Talib, if they give you a full season between now and the end of next year, they'd be lucky. So he's a risk. So go ahead, Rams, give Talib some more money. Give him a 3-year contract.
And Goff is a salty-ass quarterback. Get the heck out of here.
Goff he's a system back. And also, if they turn the microphone down in his helmet, he's got problems. Goff is not ready. You know what? He's not mature enough for what they're trying to get him to do. I
that guy
thought they was going to kill him.
Whoopi said that he's better than Garoppolo, he been smoking crack.
And bad, low-grade crack, too. I'm talking about that kind that a little girl down the street, her and a little brother made together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't no way golf is better than Jimmy G.
I don't know. He's so blind talking about Garoppolo's not all. Get out of here. I mean, Jeff Cassius is better than him.
Man, and he went on to say, I believe he said Nick Mullins was better than Jimmy G as well. Hey, man, you guys would do better with Nick Mullins as your starter, man. Jimmy G's he's way overrated, but
embarrassed, man. Get the heck. I represent the West Coast. You couldn't. I mean, this is Seattle's embarrassed. The Cardinals embarrassed, and the San Francisco's embarrassed.
Gee, you know what? Let's rank the quarterbacks in California. All right. So let me go for that. I got Jimmy G at number 1. No, I'm sorry, not yet. We're gonna still give that to the Chargers quarterback. His name slips me now. Anyway, Chargers quarterback is number 1.
I know his name. I can't get it.
I know. I did. Suddenly slipped. Anyway, Chargers quarterback is probably still number 1. Number 2 would be Jimmy G. Number 3 would be Derek Carr. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson is number 1, and then, is Russell Wilson number 1?
I don't know. I mean,
I respect Wilson nowadays. I don't diss him anymore. To do what he's done with what he has, I got to give him credit. Phillip Rivers is what we're thinking about. So Wilson at number 1, Rivers at number 2, Jimmy G until he plays a full season. He could leapfrog both of these guys next year. Rivers, Wilson, Jimmy G, and then Goff. And then Rosen.
But see,
that leave Carr Carr comes in.
I gotta say, Tom Brady is 1.
Who?
Tom Brady is 1. 2 is
No, I'm just talking about California. I'm just talking about California.
Oh yeah, California.
Yeah, I forgot Derek Carr. Derek Carr would have to be in there at 4. Thanks, San Francisco. Phillip Rivers would be number. Phillip Rivers. I put Phillip Rivers at number 2. I got Russie at number 1. Phillip at number 2. Number 3 would be Jimmy G. Number 4 would be Derek Carr. Number 5 would then be the blonde bomber out of L.A., Jared Goff. And finally, Josh Rosen, because he's had a lot of trouble since he's been starting his rookie.
Garoppolo, I think he's going to pass. He's going to get up there.
I know, but we'll see. We're going to be out of time.
Oh yeah, before you go, I just found out that Fornals added new staff, but he was a former receiver.
Oh, Dallas Cowboys guy. The wide receiver. Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah. He came to the 49ers as the 49ers staff.
Yeah, he's the offensive quality control guy. His name is Miles Austin.
Yep.
Who used to like to
that's
beat us
all I
up.
have to say. But before I go, hate that like Zeke said. Hate that like.
Thanks, Nighthawk. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, okay? For SmackDown.
Yo, Rambo, give me a shout out.
Oh, yeah. What am I thinking about? Nighthawk! For the Nighthawk.
Nighthawk is out. Peace, everybody.
Oh, Razor, man. Sorry, man. And do not explain that to her, Razor. Just tell her that Uncle Nighthawk was just having a moment. He's okay. Kids, you gotta be careful with children because we start talking. And my father's the best example of that. I remember my little brother Reggie. My dad thought it was so funny to teach him how to do the middle finger and say all these bad words. And finally, we get into the supermarket, and of course, there's my little brother Reggie. Daddy, bleep! Everybody in the supermarket, and my father. Trying to pay his credit. You know me, I've always been an idiot, right? I'm sitting, Hush. Daddy, I thought you taught him that. I'm like 9 years old. I couldn't stop laughing. You got to be careful, man. You just get me back. They don't forget. They think that's what to do. Hey, Papa Savera. He says, what do you think about the safety out of Delaware, Nasser? Hey, everybody's talking about him. I got to go. Let me write that name. Write down Nasser Adderley. I meant to check him out last week. Somebody talked about him before. All right. Leroy Phillips Sr., all due respect, all football players get handled at some time and point. Look at what Garrett did, Aaron Donald. You must have forgot. You know, actually, Aaron Donald, I got to go back and look at Super Bowl. I don't want to watch Super Bowl again because it was just weird. But I didn't know, did they put, was Trent Brown platooning on him? Because Tony says he was, and Tony's pretty observant. I didn't notice Trent was jumping in to help out on Aaron. It makes sense. Because if Trent Brown gets on you, I don't care who you are. You go stop. I want Trent Brown back, man. But he can't. But Trent doesn't do run blocking very well. But they scored high in both categories as far as the offensive line, the Patriots' offensive line. They could both block and somebody said Tony was okay. They could both block and run. Patriots was a complete offensive line this past year. Anyway. And Leroy Phillips Sr. says, oh, no, you got that already. Derek Dawson said Ridley is way better route runner and burner than DK. See, you must have saw what I said about Derek in Ronbo Sports. I like Ridley, but I agree with the write-up on him. He should probably go back for one more year of seasoning. Ridley does think a lot of himself, though. See, but you don't understand. With DK, I don't want him to run routes. I want him to just run down the field doing like the Hulk. Nobody stops the Hulk. Get us a wimp. Get out of it. Just move. Bam. And then you go to tackle him. DK. All right, man. Go ahead. You know, that dude, man. Salvador, man. Base guy. I forgot about this wide receiver from Fresno. Fresno State. How do we pronounce his name? Kasheem Johnson broke Devontae Adams' record for most TDs in Bulldog history. Ooh, I better go check him out. Last 2 years, he has played in a very pro-style offense, and his routes, I see the big red 100. All right. And you know, him being that close to San Francisco, you know, our scouts have checked him out probably on several different occasions, especially Adam Peters. And there may be something keeping kids that are close to home that makes them feel more comfortable. Derek Dawson said, I'd rather someone to break his leg than his knee and tear ligaments. I know, see, that's my feeling. But the way people are talking, this is like really serious. Earl never lost a step like Matthews did. It's noticeable. Even remember hearing announcers speak on it. When you pick off the ball 4 times, your leg is not hurting, okay? 4 picks in 3 games, or was it 3 picks in 4 games? At any rate, it was ridiculous. We didn't have that many picks all damn year with an entire team. How did Earl do that? And this is why I'm saying, if Earl could still play and back up his man, you know, having them in combination in that secondary is, but we don't know how leg is. I don't know. Kelvin Brown said, Alvin Smith was a whole 2012, but he played hurt. Alvin was hurt in 2012, huh? As he never showed it. Alvin had a ridiculous amount of sacks. How many did he end up that year with? 19, right? Jordan Stanfield, 49ers never been known to break the bank. We go for young guys that will play hard, and that's how it's always been. For the most part, only the best of the best get big money from the Niners, like Dion. And that's true. You know what, though? That whole camp has left the front office, though. Even all the leftovers from that group has left. It's a new breed in San Francisco now, so they may not be going into that same by the same philosophy. D. Stewart 76. What up from Germany? Hey, D. Stewart. D. Stewart, yeah. Hey, Luca's out your way too. Brian. Could that be Brian from He Comes from a Land Down Under? Or is not that Brian? Hey, Brian!
What's going on?
Brian, man, we're sitting up here adding to the team, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what they're going to do so we can go ahead and get excited right now, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it going.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it. Now,
all
Earl
right.
Thomas, I feel like Earl will be a great asset to the team. Number one, he can teach the defense to the secondary because we are horrible in that back end.
Weren't we?
And
just off.
And he knows the defense better than anybody else because he was in the defense when it was a championship defense.
Him and Richard.
So definitely want to bring Earl in. Now, we can't break the bank for Earl. We got to give Earl one of them Richard Sherman type deals. Whereas, if he's coming off that injury, he can get that money back off those incentives.
There you go.
That was the same type of deal we gave Richard. And I think Richard going to talk to him about it, just taking that type of deal. I know he's going to take some visits and go some other places. And Dallas don't got a lot of money to throw at him unless they looking at not starting into Marcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
And they got to pay. And Zeke said he want to be the highest paid running back in the league, and they have to pay him next year.
And let me add to that too. And Dak said, I ain't gonna be taking no Tom Brady contracts.
Exactly.
Dak, you better sit down and shut up. And as a matter of fact, you may get you may get traded. I would. You ain't.
Exactly. And then they're gonna have to pay Amari Cooper too. So
yep.
Everybody got to get some money. I don't think they got enough money to go around to give Earl Thomas no big contract unless it's gonna be on a 1-year type deal. and that's just if Earl absolutely want to go there. But at the end of the day, I think he gonna want to go somewhere that's gonna play Seattle twice. If he's going off the field sticking the middle finger at him, he got some animosity over there.
Boy,
so definitely try to get him on one of them Richard Sherman type deals.
I hope so.
It's
like you're right, because he ain't going to Dallas. Ain't no money in Dallas. None.
Ain't no money in Dallas. Now, for these people who saying that we should sign 2 pass rushers, that's just too much money to be spent. Honestly, there ain't no way that we finna sign 2 pass rushers. Pass rushers gonna command top dollar, and everybody know that. So therefore, I think we're gonna have to draft one, and that's just where it's gonna be. Even if we draft one, we can get a guy that we pay top dollar, and if the guy that we draft becomes an elite player, we can get rid of him and redraft another player in the later round to become, the other person on the other side. So if we draft a Bosa or a Josh Allen, I think that we can do that and sign somebody and then let them groom over the next 2 years while this person getting the sack. Then we can release the person that we got and get that money back.
Good point. You know what? And that way you get that kid up to speed and hopefully he doesn't get injured and you usher him into the NFL gently because coming off that edge, man, guys get hurt all the time, especially a guy like Bosa. If you get Bosa, have that other guy working with him and alternate and platoon him so he's not there taking out the full pressure until next year. I like that idea a lot.
And then even more when you look at it at this point, the person that's going to command the double team this year is going to be DeForest Buckner.
Yeah,
so whatever
like every year.
In, he going to be exactly. So whatever rookie come in is going to play a lot of one-on-one with the tackle. It ain't going to be this person is a highlight person, so we're going to have to command. DeForest Buckner is going to get the double team. Yeah. So we can just say that we can just get that out of there right now. He's going to see a lot. Whoever comes in is going to see a lot of one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as free agency, we need to focus that linebacker. And I think if C.J. Mosley hit the market, that's when we need to throw our money at. And we need to find something of a defensive tackle to go next to DeForest Buckner because I want to see Arik Armsteads get moved inside the tackle, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're more pushing him towards the end. I don't believe in Solomon Thomas at all. I just don't believe in.
We're gonna have to start. I'm gonna have T-shirts made. I still like Solomon. What are you gonna put it? Solomon can do it. You can do it. Come on, Solomon.
I just don't believe in Solomon Thomas at all. I don't. When he was coming out, I don't see that dog in him, and I just don't see he don't got that dog in him.
He ain't got none.
And then everybody that's gonna get rid of what's the boy named the corner Witherspoon. every corner go through a slump in their second year, no matter from who you think it is. Darrelle Reeves had a slump his second year. So that second year slump for corners, because the tape is out on them now. So they know everything you struggle with. They don't watch all 16 games of the year before that you played. They know where you bad at, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and you got tendencies now. So everybody know what you're going to do. So nobody makes that jump to their third year. Going into this third year, I think he's going to be much better. So I'm really not looking to move on from him just yet.
I'm agreeing. I don't want Okello moved. I want him left right there and make him come back there and finish off where he started. He's walking okay, too.
Exactly.
He put it on Instagram. He's walking right. He's fine. He'll be ready.
Yeah, because I think we got rid of Rashad Robinson a little bit too early, too. I think if he would have stayed in our scheme, not having to go to New York and learn a new scheme, I think he would have been a little bit better in that third year. But
Rashad's he's got off-field issues, though. Rashad got in trouble recently.
Got off-field issues.
Yeah. But you're right.
We dodged the bullet.
I think he would have got better with that scheme.
Linebacker, I'm looking at C.J. Mosley. If he hit the market, I want him. I want him. We got to do something to stop the run because we was horrible against the run last year. I mean, we finished like 12th, but, early in the season, we was terrible against the run. So possibly a defensive tackle to plug in.
Yeah.
Now, I'm on the Josh Allen train. I don't too much.
I just want to say one thing on that, though. If it wasn't for Earl Mitchell, I think we would have been better against the run. I don't know why because they're paying him so much. They insist on Earl Mitchell paying him. But DJ Jones and Sheldon Day do way better against the run, but they insisted on Earl Mitchell getting beat up, ran past, and opening up that gap. Oh, I'm so glad he's leaving.
True. And we going to see, because I don't see him going after no big-time defensive tackle unless they draft one in the late round, maybe like one of them big hog mollies that they find in the SEC somewhere. But I don't think they're going to.
But remember, you got Contavious Street, you got Jones, you got Day, and if they could just pick up Saunders, I'll be happy.
True.
Saunders is that dude to be throwing flips at 300 pounds. That's a scary man.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Now, as far as the draft, I'm on the Josh Allen train. Bosa had the abdominal injury that cost him a season. I'm just not. They say he's the most polished player in the draft, but Big Ten against the SEC. I want the guy that did it in the SEC, where they're coming at you with the best offensive linemen. They coming at you with everything. So I want the guy from the SEC. That's just me. SEC defenders seem to pan out. That Kentucky defense. If you ever heard me before, I said it. Kentucky defense translates to our defense, and we looking for scheme fit. And they got long corners over there.
We got to stop, Brian. But you know what? Kentucky's also got a linebacker the 49ers might want to take a look at too. So many players. All right, fam. Listen, Brian, I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. Let's talk some more ball tomorrow, okay?
All right.
All right, Brian. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you getting in here tonight. Talk to you later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, Brian got lots of stuff going on there, don't he? Aries, Niners, Cardinals getting cute. See, that's another thing. If the Cardinals going to do anything, they're going to get Williams. Anthony Baker. What's up? Much love to you from Memphis, Tennessee. Anthony! Fam! Memphis, Tennessee. I understand y'all got some great barbecue down there, too. Yeah, man. Michael Hang says, each time you say Debo, I think about Debo from Friday, the movie. Can you imagine Debo playing football with that look that he could get? That's an intimidating look, man. Hey, Debo, man, I don't want to trip, man, but Pop said I need to come over and get my bike. What bike? The eyes. It's my bike. But Friday, I thought it should have got an Oscar. Bye, Felicia. Hey, Kevin Steffer, he says, Empire kicking off the week right. Yes. The Cowboys have $46 million to spend, and while the Colts have over $100 million. But Razor, when you get through playing DeMarcus Lawrence, how much you got money left? It seems to me they got about 2 or 3 guys that got to get paid right now. And then you talk about Zeke. I'll be the highest paid running back in running back history. Boy, Zeke don't know who he's messing with. Jerry Jones, didn't he tell Dez to take a hike? Boy, poor Zeke. Randy Kurtzville says there's a tight end the 49ers might get in the draft that plays for the same school as George Kittle. I meant to go see who that was. Everybody talks about this guy. I don't know who it is. Hey, somebody, who is this tight end everybody's talking about out of Iowa? George Kittle's school. This guy might be as good as Kittle. No, stop. What? There's no two George Kittles on the planet. They may use two tight ends. If the 49ers do go get him, tell you right now, he'll come in like George. He'll get hurt a lot and a lot of things because they don't get to train for football right away. But no, that's Alabama. Tight ends, yeah. He'll get hurt a lot in the beginning and then come in the next year. George will work with him and say, okay, I know you had to get ready for the draft. And all. T.J. Hawkinson, tight end, Iowa, 6'5", 250. It says Hawkinson was a surprise early into the 2019 NFL draft. It wasn't a bad decision, though, as he could be the first tight end selected. While splitting targets with Noah Fant in 2018, Hawkinson totaled 49 receptions. Anyway, it sounds like he's good. Anyway, yeah. Okay, slide it up a little bit past the. There we go. 49 attempts for 760 yards with 6 touchdowns. He has good size and showed some impressive receiving skills over the past season to go along with being a receiving mismatch weapon. Hawkinson is a quality blocker. What's going on in Iowa? These guys can play and block, who should quickly develop into a 3-down starter in the NFL. Tight end sets featuring Iowa. The Iowa attack. All right. JP said, what up, Ronbo? Hey, mi amigo! Sup, JP7. Coach says, do you think the Cards go against their scheme and draft Bosa? I really don't. There's no point in it. They have so many other needs. If they were a team that was kind of well-stocked in every area, you bring Bosa in for competition or something. But you need offensive weaponry really bad. He says that's a huge risk for them. Better for them to get Quentin Williams or an offensive lineman. Another one, their offensive line, which is their biggest need. So, yeah, I don't see Nick going there. But then look at some people think we're going to trade too. Lucky Ninja. Now that's creativity in the name. His name is Lucky Ninja Pickle. The LNP says this is the plan: draft Bosa if available, if not Williams. Next, sign Thomas to a short-term deal. Next, sign veteran pieces on short deals. And congrats, Niners are arguably contenders. Yeah, because Earl is going to be everybody's like, if the 49ers sign Earl, people are saying things like, wow, okay, that's all we needed. We're ready. Let's go. And then, of course, the worry about, is he going to survive the season? Otherwise, who's going to play behind him? Still got DJ Reed, though. So, okay. Anyway, let's go get Sheik. Sheik.
And only.
Sheik, who was that? That was something else. Did you play that last week? What was that?
It's different. It's like it's a wrestler. He's a Ricochet.
You can tell Sheik pays very close attention to the activities of the WWE. Is he good? I gotta check Ricochet out.
Yeah, you check him out. He's freaking badass. He does crazy stuff, but what's up, Rambo? Like I
Say, we're trying to figure out, man. I tell you. Hey, Sheik, you know what? Which camp you're in? Because it seems like we're starting to divide between whether Earl Thomas is a good idea or a bad idea. I like Earl, and I wish he would still be Earl, but could I be wrong? Is Earl a risk?
No, he's not a risk. Let me tell you the reason, Ronbo. When he's on the field, he's in PFF, he gives you 90%, and he's definitely been elite talent. He's many times a Pro Bowler. Yeah, he broke his leg and this and that, but right now, if you follow him on IG, he's healed. He's hungry. He flipped off Seattle. So
and that's to be appreciated. He gets points for that.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, Ronbo, like, let's talk about last year a little bit. We thought we had Adrian Colbert and Tart as a free safety and strong safety. We thought we didn't need a safety.
Both of them in the hospital.
Yeah. Exactly. And this is a part of the game. Every player gets hurt. Doesn't matter if they're healthy, injury prone, doesn't matter. It's just part of the game. But the thing is, Adrian Colbert is a free safety. The thing is, like, people are saying, like, we're about to get Derwin James, but he's a strong safety. It's a different position. So if we had Derwin James, just say currently right now, we'll still think of Earl Thomas today, because Adrian Colbert just didn't fill in.
Derwin would definitely be in the box. And I put him on the edge.
Yeah.
Derwin, this is your zone right here. When you're not here, I want you to slide up on the edge. For sure. Absolutely. I agree.
Exactly. And just say, for example, like right now, Earl Thomas, he's a free safety, and obviously Adrian Colbert. Derwin James is not a free safety. And Eric Reed today, he got a 3-year contract for $22 million.
I know,
$7 million each. I think 7.5 maybe.
Poor guy.
What do you think of? And Earl Thomas is probably going to get maybe 9 or 10 million.
I know.
I think that's worth it. Yeah.
I felt sorry for Eric, because that guy made the Pro Bowl, and now he's talking $7 million a year. Poor guy. Yeah. But I guess he's at this point, him being on the Panthers, it was going to be hard for him to get back in the league. So happy for him. Maybe he can renegotiate that contract after one more solid year or something. But go ahead.
Exactly. But like I was saying, like, Earl Thomas is the guy that we need right now. He's a free safety. Adrian Colbert, he's on the field. The difference of Earl Thomas and Adrian Colbert, when he's on the field, Colbert missed plays. He gets missed. It was very disappointing. I don't know what happened to him this last year.
Sophomore year. We had a lot of sophomore year problems. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a 7th round pick. That's what happened.
But he looked better in his first year.
Exactly. And the thing, Ron, but we had to also think about is the future. And these guys that we have, like Street, Julian Taylor, they're blooming in a certain way, or showing their bloom. But the thing is, we cannot expect him to be that guy. We cannot miss on talent on the free agency. We cannot pass on the first round on, let's say, Nick Bosa or Josh Allen. We got to get these elite talent to make this team happen. Like if we trade back, and I know Big Show wants to trade back, you can't always hit them in the draft picks.
If you're ready to get on Big Show, I'm in. Let's go.
Let's do it. He's my
Big
boy,
Show!
but Big Show, come on, man.
Tell Show.
Yeah.
They just said they want to get quality picks this year. Everybody you pick up needs to be somebody you want to put in now. We're not trading for quantity now. We're going for quality. Show.
Exactly. That fits the system. And then, I was thinking about the same thing in Razor in the chat. He also, we had the same mindset. Josh Allen could play multiple positions. He could play that Bruce Irvin did with Seattle.
Yeah.
So it definitely, Razor and me saw that. So that's why I shout out to Razor as well. But yeah, the thing is, Ronbo, we have a lot of guys that we need to go pick up. Talent, if they're really a guy like it's Earl Thomas and Sherman is definitely going to make you go get them. You don't even think about it. You do need another defensive end in the free agency. I think you got to get one of those, and you got to draft in the first round. So we need those talent to have these young guys, learn from them for many years, and when they're ready to come in.
Yeah. In fact, after Sherman, and if we do get Earl Thomas, after they leave, I want their proteges to come in and remind everybody of Thomas and Sherman after they leave, you know? That's what we want. I agree.
Right.
So.
Right. And I know, Ronbo, like, I don't want to go into it too much, you know, but, you know, because everybody respects your show. We all love your show. But I don't know if you want to talk about it. But I was on the show a couple days ago, and I know you said my name. And
the fighting? Name. Yeah, no, I just want us to get along. Yeah. What I want us to do, though, is if the person is bugging you that bad, just block him. You know what I mean? But I want to see if we could curb the all-out war. Sometimes I look up there in horror. I see you guys going at each other. Oh, my God, guys. You're talking to each other like you don't know each other. You know, so this is what I mean. And it makes the whole chat.
I totally understand that, Ronbo.
Yeah. It makes the chat
I don't want to. I don't want, like, the other guys are, like, watching. I don't want them to be bugged by it. Like, you know, it's not even football related at all.
See,
I just want to clarify that. It's way too much. But other than that, you know, I'm going to move on, and I hope those other people also move on and just think about football and ignore it. If you can't get along, then just stop acknowledging the other people that is trying to enjoy the experience with a Ronbo, because we're all Empire, we're all 49ers.
Look at Sheik. Sheik's the voice of reason, and I love you, man. Listen, Sheik, but we got to stop here. Sheik, continue to set that example, man. I love it, man. And
all right,
let me see tomorrow, okay? All right, Sheik.
And then I'm going to shout out to Joey Moan. I'm going to switch this up. Faithful! Give this man Ronbo, my man, with the Niner plan. Hit that like, sub, share, Instagram, email, Facebook Messenger. He's everywhere. Hit that like. Niner Fan Club. Let's go. Niners. Empire. And don't forget about the 3 points. Bye.
Rams, we love you too. All right, Sheik. Have a good night, fam. Talk to you later. Oh, God. And JP says, we already did that one. We got to do that one. We did the pickle. Let's get up here to Robert Gibby. He says, Keyshawn Johnson comes from Fresno State. Same school as Devontae Adams. So looks to be a potential sleeper. Antonio Kidd says, what up, Niner Empire? And Ronbo, we going to be machine next year. Holla. Niners! I see that coming. I think we had our last year of just being pathetic. Now, we don't have to necessarily go to the Super Bowl next year, but I do believe the 49ers compete, and we don't go into each game knowing, oh, God, how bad is it going to be this week, man? We got to at least score 5 or 6 points. Well, I mean, we never have point scoring problems anyway. We got to be able to defend the Niners. J. Duke Review says, Trent Brown is a free agent. Do we get him? You know, I like that idea. Trent protects. And the Patriots don't want to franchise him. Belichick does not franchise people. Ernest Vasquez, what's up, Empire? Joining late, but better late than never. Hey, Ernest Vasquez in the house. Corey McGlinty, aloha from Carson, California. What's up? Corey, my brother. And Harvey Huegas. He says we still have Contavious and Taylor. Ronnie Blair. Boy, I do like Ronnie Blair. Ronnie Blair. We haven't seen Contavious Street yet. I'm curious as to what he can do. Julian is going to need a little time, I guess. I'm not sure about him last year. He was okay, but he didn't set you on fire, right? Chrome Dome says, take Jachar Polite or Artie Burns. And they're going to be available, too, a little later in that first round, too. George Calderon says, Josh Allen, please. Uh-oh. It's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. You know, show, I knew we would bring you out as soon as Sheik and I had double teamed you. So you know how much we like you, yet. So you're just fun to pick on. You big teddy bear.
Hey, I love it. It's fuel to my fire. So
I knew it. Look out, Sheik. Here he comes. Wait, let me put my helmet on. Okay, I'm ready.
Boy, am I about to throw a wrench in the Nick Bosa machine tonight, because that's what the Big Show does, and that's what the Big Show loves to do.
I know.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Everyone on here loves Nick Bosa because they think he's a pure edge rusher, when in fact, if you actually go back
also
and
show
look at,
he's Italian. We like Italian guys. Okay, go ahead.
If you go back and look at his college career,
yeah,
they experimented with him on the defensive line, and that's where he excelled, and where the most of his sacks exploded. And that was in 2017. They put him on the defensive line all that year. And Robert Saleh is going to see that and say, hey, maybe I could do the same exact thing with Nick Bosa that I did with Solomon Thomas. And he's going to experiment Nick Bosa on the defensive line and on the defensive edge, which we do not want to see happen.
No. Show. Why would he do that? Because of that experiment in school that failed?
That's what Robert Saleh's going to look at that, and he's going to see, okay, maybe I can do the same exact thing.
You're taking a shot at my boy Bobby Saleh. He's got Chris Kasurik to make sure that Robert Saleh does not lose his mind and want to do anything like that. Not going to happen.
Well, Robert Saleh calls the shots, and those guys don't.
Yeah, but show that doesn't follow any line of logic. We've got too many guys we could put in the interior. Our problem is of being anemic on the outside. Why would you do that?
And that is where free agency comes into play, Ronbo, because we are going to find somebody who has that experience on the outside and who we don't have to experiment with. And that on the outside and if we do that, then there's no way in hell that Nick Bosa or Josh Allen is on our table, and we are trading that pick down.
I was wondering where you were going with this show. So you don't grab the premier number one potential pick in the draft at number 2 when you got lucky. It's like taking a quarterback and telling him, okay, you're a great quarterback, but we're going to make you a running back or a wide receiver. That doesn't make any sense. Well, unless you're what's that guy
Lamar
that got
Jackson,
over Lamar Adams? Lamar Jackson.
They asked Lamar Jackson to be a wide receiver, and he said no. And look at how it's worked out for him so far as quarterback. Not very well.
Well,
he's not a quarterback, and neither is Kyler Murray's style type of quarterbacking and Lamar Jackson's style type of quarterbacking does not work in the NFL. I tell you right now, you have to be a consistent, pure pocket passer and not a scrambler. I mean, you have to have scrambling abilities.
It works only for Russell Wilson really well.
Then exactly, it only works for Russell Wilson. There's no way in hell that the Cardinals are taking Kyler Murray at number 1. So let's stop salivating at the mouth with that idea. That's not going to happen. They are not going to hand us Nick Bosa in the draft.
The coach likes him. That's
what he said that before he was hired on. Before he was hired onto the Cardinals in October, or he had any knowledge of being hired onto the. Oh yeah, they just re-signed Larry Fitzgerald to a 1-year deal because him and Josh Rosen have a really good chemistry. And why would you break that up and bring in somebody new, who is not even worth drafting at number 1? This quarterback class is not even
Lamar Jackson
looking at this year.
Larry can work with any quarterback. That's why they call him Larry Legend.
He can't work with a 5'8" quarterback. I'm sorry.
You know what? You got to think about people that are what we call him horizontally challenged. Show, stop picking on him. I mean, he can't help it that he's kind of short. He can still play football. In fact, you got to give him.
He's 5'10", not 5'8".
I know. Show makes him smaller every week. Whatever. Show, you know what? Did you say? I think he was 5'5".
He's still small for the NFL, though. He is still tiny for the NFL. He is not going to last 1 year in the NFL. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
They've got him in the top 10. So I don't know, Show.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, at least to a quarterback needy team, not Arizona.
Yeah.
But, anyways, there's no way in hell Arizona Cardinals are going to let Nick Bosa slip to us at number 2. I mean, come on, we're in the same division. Number 1 and number 2.
Well, that's a good point.
Why
there.
Would they
you got me there, Show.
You know what I mean? Come on now. Let's think logically now. And free agency will dictate everything what we will do in the draft. People got to remember that too.
Well, that's true.
I mean, if we sign a really good edge rusher in the free agency, then
it's like Will says,
with our
we
first
don't
overall
want
pick.
see if he can do it, guys. So it would be if we can
exactly.
get
we need experience.
Yeah, no, I agree. I fully agree with that. If we can get an established edge rusher and put him out there, I'd be happy with that. Oh, to death. And then you can pick up.
And Ronbo, can I get an installment?
Oh no!
Can I get an installment?
So
really
can you do
quickly,
it in less than 1 minute? Here we go. And now, quick, let me holler at you. You got it.
I heard a certain individual the other night saying that they don't like signing any big name talent on either side of the ball, but in reality, Ronbo, we need that experience. We need that level of work ethic. We need that leadership. We need that level of talent to show our younger guys what to do and how to grasp the NFL. Would you agree with me on that?
I do. That's why I said Earl Thomas is a good idea.
It doesn't matter which side. It doesn't matter which side of the ball they are on. We need that help on our team. Any team does, actually, but we need that help on our team.
I agree.
Because they live, they eat, breathe, and sleep football, Ronbo. That's what none of the young guys do right now. They're still caught up in the limelight. They're still caught up with the money and stuff like that. They need that leadership to bring them up to the next level.
This Let Me Holler at You was directed at everybody who's been talking out of the side of their face, saying things like, we don't need.
Exactly, pretty much, yes. And
so we got to go.
You like the Whether you one more quick way. Whether you like the money and whether it works your future or not, that's just the way the market is. The market goes up every year. You cannot avoid that. We have money for a reason to spend. It's there to spend. It's not there to just sit on and twiddle your thumbs and hire B-list player guys that'll not give you but 6 to 9 wins, basically, pretty much. I mean, come on.
Some of us are kind of kinky.
The
I like
Packers
to put a
did that.
bathtub
They
full
drafted all of their players, and it worked out 1 year for them, and then they did complete shit after that.
Yeah.
Because their fans got so pissed off from them not signing any players, and they finally break down and do sign a player, and it was one player that Aaron Rodgers had to work with, and it didn't help them all that much. They needed more help than that.
And they went through some changes management-wise, too. But
yeah, exactly. You cannot just build strictly through the draft. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
You don't want to spend
down
the last dollar.
You can't wait for 2 years
Yeah,
exactly. You can't wait for 2 years for a player to develop. That's also ridiculous. So win now, league, or go home. That's
right,
it.
So
that's all there is to it. And if you don't like it, go watch golf.
So I'll tell you what, you came in you ready to grow tonight, huh? I'll tell you what, we got to go, though.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow night,
all
okay?
Right. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Niles, man. Go ahead, all right, love y'all. Good night.
All right, Show. Have a good night. Boy, Show just jumped up on his horse tonight, beat everybody up. Monroe!
What's going on, Ronbo? It's been a minute.
Monroe, man. We're sitting up here trying to figure out, as far as Show goes, to spend money or not spend money
I'm
in the
sorry
draft.
I haven't been on because, man, it take a while for you to get to me. I'll be falling asleep, man. I just be like, man.
Well, Monroe, I'm sorry,
I be like, man, show a brother some love one time. Give me on an early time one time.
you know, we try to take people as they call in. Because everybody is up waiting, Monroe. But appreciate you waiting, man. But, Monroe, what is on your mind, man? What is it? Go ahead.
Man, I think we're going to ahead and keep that number 2 pick against Josh Allen, man. I like him. I like that dude, man.
A lot of people do.
I like Josh Allen. I mean, no disrespect to Nick Bosa, but Josh Allen got that it factor.
He
got that more quicker speed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have a speed type edge rush than, a bulldozer. That is my opinion, because he can get back to the quarterback. Because when you got him, quarterback ain't got no time to think.
Good point, because I don't want him back there checking out the secondary and waiting for his guy to break free. So, yeah. Either one of them, I'll be fine. Just give me somebody. And better yet, though, wouldn't it be better, though, if we could get an edge rusher out of the free agency? Somebody we know has already
I was saying if we
endured.
get Josh Allen and one out of the free agency, like DeMarcus Lawrence, if somehow
we ain't
come
getting
loose.
DeMarcus Lawrence, okay? You know what? There's no way. You're not getting DeMarcus Lawrence. You're not getting Jadeveon Clowney. Beyond that, maybe some of this on the D Ford has already been signed, from what I understand, a franchise tag. You got
what
Trey
about the
Flowers.
dude for the Lions? I heard his contract was very short.
Oh man, Ziggy Ansah. Everybody can have Ziggy Ansah if they want. Ziggy's gonna come out there, and his agent's gonna say, "We need millions of dollars, man." In fact, Ziggy will not play for anything less than $15 million. You're looking at one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Can he play more than 1 week?
But if you think, Ronbo, if you think about it, if he's the only premier rusher that could become available, I'll pursue that. We need because we get Josh Allen or get him, or I'm just saying,
you know what though, not
rusher that come out the league, we should go try to snatch up.
Monroe, if you do get Ziggy, Josh Allen. But if you do get Ziggy, you say, Ziggy, listen, you're coming in here asking for a lot of money, but here's what we want you to know. You haven't played a full season since when? I believe Jim Harbaugh was still in the NFL. So here's what we want you to do. We're going to give you this contract, and we're going to put this bonus in place. We're going to put this in place, this incentive. Ziggy, just think, if you hit all these marks, you're going to get more than your agent is asking for right now. What do you think? And this is what I would do with Ziggy. Ziggy ain't getting no guaranteed contract, no $10, $12, $15 million, because he ain't going to play more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't paying on top dollar. I'm just saying it don't have to be Ziggy. It could be somebody that we know that's good on the pass rush, that somebody get left free. We need to snatch them up and add them with Josh Allen. I'm just saying. We need to do it.
Yeah.
And then as far as like Solomon Tyler, I don't think Solomon Tyler is going anywhere. Let me tell you why, because if y'all forgot, they just got somebody. Shanahan got somebody looking at Solomon Thomas' film from the whole season.
That's Chris Kasuric.
Solomon Thomas need to be. See, where Solomon Thomas need to be at and where he thrive at is in Earl Mitchell's spot. He's a better inside lineman than a pass rusher. He plays better when he go bull rush up on that lineman and get in. That's where his strength is at. That's where his game is at. I've been trying to tell people that they putting Solomon Thomas in the wrong spot. That's why you think they got somebody looking at his film.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? He's better on the inside.
I think you didn't hear the whole thing. Chris Kasuric is our new defensive line. He's in there looking to see where to put Solomon Thomas. He may come back. Okay, Chris, what do you got? Where are we going to put Solomon? Well, I think you should put him up on the trade block. I don't really see him fitting in with what you guys are trying to do here. See, that could be an option too. But I'm hoping that he thinks he can actually fix Solomon.
Even in college, he was a better inside. Even in college, he played better on the inside than he was on the edge. I was looking at his film back in college not too long ago.
Yeah, no,
and I was trying to find the problem.
He was a beast.
I was trying to find the problem. The problem is y'all putting him in the wrong position. He's not a defensive end. He's a D tackle.
Yeah, that's true. So,
he can stop the run on the inside. That's what he good. He's a good run stopper, and he get pressure in the middle to the quarterback. Now, you put him and Buckner in the middle, that's going to be trouble with Josh Allen and that free agent defensive end, because we don't need to do all that. Sometimes I think the Niners sometimes put players in the wrong position. That's what I've been looking at. We've got players in the wrong position. Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, Tank Carradine will definitely agree with you on that. But, we're going to see. It's like you said, though, you're right. Chris Kasuric is supposed to be evaluating Thomas's skills and his weaknesses and coming back to Sal and Lynch and tell him, or Sal and Shanahan and tell him what's needed here and what you should do and what we can do to make him more effective. So that's, we'll see.
All right, well, I'm gonna say two. I got two more quick things, real quick.
Real quick.
We should get Earl Thomas because that build experience and that do connect with Sherman, and that's like the little revenge thing against Seattle.
Yeah.
Boom, we get that. Now I'm on offense now. Now, as far as like receiver, I think we should go push for AB. See, I found out AB is only worth a third rounder, but which still gonna want something else. So I would say you give them a third rounder, and I might give up a Kendrick Bourne because they like receivers. Kendrick Bourne's talent up, he's valued. Third round picking him for AB. If they might bite on it or they might not, but that's a shot I would give them. Because we
We ain't go to Trent Taylor. We can't. Trent Taylor ain't valued nothing for Steelers don't want in his size. But I think Kendrick Bourne will be a good trade bait for the Steelers. The Steelers like receivers.
Maybe. All right, Monroe. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow on SmackDown if you get some time. All right.
Okay. Niners going to playoffs this year, baby.
That's it, man. Monroe, you still in fine tune too, right? Have a good night, Monroe.
All right, have a good night, Ronbo.
Yeah, the debate goes on with Solomon Thomas, but this is the last year we're going to be talking about Solomon Thomas like this. Solomon's got to get something done this year. Elijah Negreet says Steve Young said that he would draft or sign a top pass rusher corner and then pour money into the offense. Somebody else said that too. Music Street said release Malcolm. These are his releases. Malcolm Smith, Jimmy Ward, Arik Armstead or Solomon Thomas, Greg Maben, and do that first. Saving a lot of money with that too, huh? Okay, Niner, man, where you been, man? What it do? And Samuel Honable says if Solomon can't win on the inside, then trade him and draft Quentin Williams from Alabama. Oh, that's a scary man. I tell you, Quentin Williams next to, man. Michael Dazat says, hey, how's everything going? Niners! And Ralph Dalsos is keeping an eye out for Contavious Street. He now has a whole year to heal. Dude is a scary strong man, and all he needs to do now is get in football shape. I'm dying to know what Contavious Street looks like. I really am. I've been waiting on this. I've already seen that 700-pound squat. And anybody can do that. You cannot actually measure how strong that is. That means his upper body, everything is incredibly strong. Because a lot of people think that the squat's all about the legs. No. It takes the entire body to squat. Coach says McKinnon will line up a lot at wideout sets and motion out from the backfield. Yep. Also the V routes inside. What we call Texas when I coach the West Coast offense. Yep. See? That's why I'm saying when people start trying to compare Jerick McKinnon and Matty B and decide that Matty B has worked and earned the number one spot, you don't get it. You don't get it. That ain't what it's about. Matty B will still have a job, but Jerick McKinnon will be all over the place. See, they'll both be on the field at the same time often. So don't worry about Matty B getting cheated. Oh, he's not. George Calderon says, somebody take a look at Benny Shell Jr. from Kentucky. I don't know why I can't get my wires straight. Somebody take a look at Benny Shell Jr. from Kentucky. I think he'll be there at 3 or the second round. All right. Jim Throga Show is begging for professional furniture mover to play for us. If I need something moved out a freaking window, I'll call Antonio Brown. Oh, God. I don't know about it. You know, Antonio Brown, I don't see that discussion continuing. The 49ers, I don't know. This Derek Dawson, true, why isn't anyone talking about Hollywood from Oklahoma? If you want a speedster, Hollywood Brown, and I understand he's got better hands than some of the fast guys in the league now. And, you know, it's going to be hard to get Kyle not to pick these guys up because you know how he feels about speed. He'll pick up – if Brown is in the wrong space and 49ers are on the clock, I can see Kyle now. Instead of picking up my boy DK or somebody like that, Brown. What? What about Brown? Give me Brown. Tell me, give me Brown. All right. 49ers select. There it is, that name. So Oklahoma, the other wide receiver they have, Ridley from Georgia, is the best to me in the draft. Really? You like Ridley, huh? Hey, Tyler!
Ronbo!
Tyler, man! What's going on?
I'll tell you why we're not picking Hollywood Brown.
How come?
Did you see that man when he played against Alabama?
You get beat up?
Dropping passes all night.
Yeah. Oh. But see, I haven't watched that game in full yet. I didn't even see Brown make a reception. Was he dropping
he dropped
passes?
tons of passes.
He's supposedly
because
to have good hands.
I was listening to that game. I was on my way. I was in like Streeter, and that's like an hour from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like headed back home,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm listening to it on the radio, and it says he throws Hollywood Brown. He dropped it, and I heard that like 6 times.
Now you got me curious. I'm gonna have to
like,
watch
oh my
that
God,
game.
what is your problem? Catch the ball.
And supposedly he's supposed to have pretty decent hands. So, Hollywood Brown weighs 185 or 90 pounds soaking wet, though. I wonder if he'll survive the NFL. But it's, Antonio's not big either, though.
We're getting my boy Debo.
Yeah, Debo. He was on Kyle's team.
Kyle got to work with him.
Yeah, Kyle might like him a lot.
He breaks people, man.
Well.
His routes.
See, these guys, it's all about their placement in the draft, though, Tyler. We're going to miss some players because they're too early or too late in the draft. I see it now.
Nah. We'll grab Debo in the second round.
I understand Kyle's looking for a big guy this time, too, though.
I don't care. Give me Debo Samuel.
Yeah, well, you might. He's 6 foot. That's big enough.
Who cares? Like you think about it. Like you look at those. You see what Goodwin is when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You get that new training staff. If Goodwin stays on the field, he's going to have a really good season. Because take the Packers game for example. Dude's a freaking playmaker. You got to get him on, keep him on the field.
And you got to keep Jimmy G on the field. Jimmy G, and people forget, Jimmy G and Goodwin had an incredible relationship out there in that field. Jimmy, if he didn't have anybody else to hit, if any of the other routes failed or something like that, Goodwin was always open, always ready. So I said, let everything else in, but you got to keep Goodwin so George can run underneath his routes. Goodwin provides so much for the rest of that aerial attack. People don't understand. Well, get rid of Marquise Goodwin. Oh, you know anything about what's going on out there. Goodwin's the one's providing half those routes to be successful. He's not directly involved, but he is because he's dragging defenders down the field. They got to stay with Goodwin. If you don't, you're dead. And everybody knows it. Everybody in the secondary knows if you don't stay with Goodwin, you're dead. So now.
Yeah, and I honestly don't care if he has to become a little bit slower as long as he gains more muscle mass.
Yeah.
He needs to be like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is a strong dude, but that dude is fast.
He is.
So, I mean, and also Goodwin and Garoppolo. Okay. See, I was talking to an Arizona Cardinal fan, and he's like, the fact that he was like, he was talking about Bosa's going to be the number 1 pick, and he wants him to go to the Cardinals. He commented on Bosa's post, so I started arguing with him. I'm like, y'all are picking Kyler Murray. So we're arguing, and then he's like, we clapped y'all twice this year, so I don't even want to hear you.
Oh.
And I'm like, do you really honestly believe that Jimmy Garoppolo and if Jimmy Garoppolo and Jerick McKinnon were out there, do you really believe that you guys would even came close? No.
Oh.
And then he said he didn't even argue it. He said the fact that you depend on one player for your success is pathetic. And I said, if you don't have a franchise quarterback in this league, it's Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
that's been proven too many times.
You guys have Josh Rosen.
How well did that work out?
He's
not ready.
I said, obviously, I told him, I'm like, obviously you guys know that because you guys have Josh Rosen. So,
hey, where's Sam?
I have no idea.
Nobody even talks about
Sam
him anymore.
Bradford?
Yeah, Sam Bradford. I forgot all about him.
They cut him. I don't think he's on a team.
They did cut him.
He might be like, no, I think he's like the backup for the Bills or something now. For Josh Allen.
How sad. You come into the league, the premier pick, and you end up being backup in Buffalo with knee-deep snow. That's
he's
so
basically
sad.
like an injury-plagued Kirk Cousins.
Well, that's the final chapter for Sam. That's it. Poor guy.
But here's the thing. This is the only time you can question Kyle's judgment. Remember, whenever he was going to sign a quarterback before we got Garoppolo, he wanted to sign Kirk Cousins.
Hey, but remember, listen, I do want to say this about that, Tyler. A lot of quarterbacks are going to be fine with Kyle Shanahan. Nick Mullins looks really good with Kyle. Jimmy G is a good quarterback, and he looks even more remarkable. That's what you do. When you got a good quarterback, they would look remarkable. Even Matty Ice looked good, of course. And I've never been a big fan of Matty Ice before that last 2 years ago. I thought he was okay.
He was really good this year, too. He had like the same numbers that he had in his MVP year this year. Nobody talks about it because the Falcons weren't very good.
Well, yeah, because they had some other failures going on. But,
Yeah, their defense just went to garbage this year.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait a minute. West Coast 577. He says Bradford is unsigned. Bradford's just walking around, at coffee shops saying hi to people there.
Yeah, I think he was the backup for the Bills for like a couple days.
5 minutes. And then the Bill says, Sam, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. What? Yeah, we're just going ahead and go ahead and clean out your locker.
Yeah, we'll bring Nathan Peterman back to be the backup. He's not good enough anymore.
Nathan Peterman could be the worst quarterback of all time before it's over. Hey,
people always talk about him being the GOAT.
But Gruden wants him. I heard Gruden wants him in Oakland. Yes.
Of course he does.
Tyler, we gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow though. Be looking for you, okay?
Yep. Jimmy Goat Garoppolo. Jimmy God Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Get that man on the field. I heard he.
Tyler, I was waiting for the pipe bomb.
Something came out today with him. Forgot what it was, but.
Oh, he got picked by NFL writer as being the most likely of the most expensive quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
Last year to make it to the playoffs. All right.
That's funny because Cousins was close. Cousins was 1 game away. All right. So that says a lot about us.
Yeah.
All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life. A man on the trend. Pipe bomb.
Man on the trend. He always adds something to it. Good night, Tyler. Oh God. And Slimmy Long 52 says, I got a question for you, Ronbo. So the Raiders got multiple first-round picks. So what if they offered 2 first-round picks and some money to share stadiums for a year? Would you do that? 2 first-round picks? I'll even mow the lawn. I'll make sure all the grass is clean, and we'll make sure to change the guy's spikes since we will now share a secret with the Raiders that you need longer spikes at Levi Stadium instead of letting them go out there and slip and fall. That was pretty funny. 2 first-round picks, you got to say yes to that. You know what 2 first-round picks would do for the 49ers? Oh, my God, along with ours, that's 3 first-round picks. We'd go nuts. Ramon Scott. He says, draft Ed Oliver, trade Solomon Thomas, release Arik Armstead. Ramon is just throwing out all the garbage. I'm just kidding. They're good players. I think they're just misunderstood. They need to eat a second bowl of oatmeal every morning. And Coach says Devin White will never get to the second round. I agree with that. Alabama linebacker Mack Wilson might. The thing that bothers me about the early mocks is most had us taking defensive tackle again. And screw that. We need edge. Hey, but you know, Coach, at least they haven't said, I haven't seen Rashawn Gary in the last couple of days. It makes you feel a lot better. That's what's his name? Jeremiah. What's Jeremiah's name? He gave us Rashawn Gary. I used to like him. Daniel Jeremiah. Daniel? What? Man? Don't be giving us Rashawn Gary. Patrice T says, hey, Ronbo, I Niner found. Yeah. And Joe Griffith says, what's up? You mean DK is a brick house with arms and legs? Yeah. I got to tell you, Joe. He says, this will be a great second-round pick. I agree with the last caller. Look what happened to Myles Garrett. Myles did okay last year, though. Actually, he did a lot better last year. I didn't check his stats all the way out. I watched a couple of games. He was actually has a lot of impact on what they do, though. Mitchell, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mitchell. Mitch, I'm sorry, man. Mitchell Gell says, how about Terrell Williams, the receiver from the Chargers? Yes. And I understand that the 49ers were looking at him. Was he 6'3", 6'4"? He's 6'4" and runs a very quick 40. He is in the mix, guarantee you. He's a free agent, tall, fast, yep, decent price. Kyle's already looking at him. I read about that last month. You just reminded me. Also, there's another guy, too, from the Colts. 6'2", another speed merchant. Yeah.
Dante Moncrief.
Yes, thank you. Dante Moncrief. Man. So there's big guys out there that can run, and I got a feeling they're going to be the guys that pick up instead of the 49ers picking up a guy out of the draft. I'm really worried about that. But I like, if they could get one of those guys between Williams and Moncrief and sign DK, I'd be happier than a hog in slop on July the 15th. Mud up to my neck. Yamin!
Ronbo, what's good with you?
Yamin, man. Watching the days go by before we sign some new players. Yamin! We gonna be back!
Right. What's good with you, Ronbo?
Oh, man. I tell you, Yamin, all I want to know is this time next year we'll be talking about Sting, Super Bowl. Man, we was in the Super Bowl. You believe we won?
Ronbo, I'm going to give us 2020, Ronbo.
You still want to play the Raiders in Vegas. I know.
You motherfucking right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because, I don't want to put everything in one basket. You know what I mean? With this 2019 season.
Yeah.
I want us to win the bowl in 2020.
So you're talking about Super Bowl 55. See, because Super Bowl 54 is coming up, so you don't want to be in that Super Bowl. You want to be in Super Bowl 55 when they finish the complex in Las Vegas. The 49ers are ripe, mature, and rolling. Kyle Shanahan's got that team on 5 cylinders. Here we – what I'm talking about? It's an 8. And here we come. Ain't going to be no Raiders waiting on us, so y'all mean. Ain't going to be no Raiders waiting on us in 2020. Ain't going to get their butt beat again for the next 5 years.
Ronbo. When we think about it, damn, all right. Now, Seattle, hold on, I'm about to get to it.
I know it.
Seattle, they used our DNA. Arizona used our DNA. The Rams used our DNA. And now Oakland using our DNA. You know what I'm saying? They just signed Mike Mayock, right?
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be they blueprint of Jet York and John Lynch.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Their copy. Yeah. Yeah.
But it ain't nothing wrong with it. I just gotta tell these Oakland skaters, you're not like me. I had to go 50 Cent on them. You know what I'm saying? And Ronbo, I'm gonna get into the draft and the free agents. Yeah, I want Nick Bosa. I'm gonna call Nick Bosa throw them bows. You know what I'm saying? That's that soft music. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I know what you're saying.
And, you know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa, if you come to the Niners, you better listen to Jermaine Dupri and Luda Jones, throw them bows. He gotta earn that name. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, y'all. That boy is polished, though. Yeah. Come around that edge. If you come in there with anything weak, Nick is gonna pass you by. Bam! I got your quarterback. Bam! Gotta stop me next time. You gotta do better than that, or else I ain't gonna be challenged.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. I've been saying this since day one. I don't give a fuck what we got to do. I would love to have Cam Jordan in that middle, you know what I mean, with Solomon T. You know what I mean? Y'all better stop down my youngin' too. You know what I'm saying? Because, we need Wolverine on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
We got to get T-shirts. Hey, you and me, you know what I mean? We got to get T-shirts. Solomon T is a badass.
Not yet, Ronbo.
What are we gonna do?
I mean, like we can't say that. Because he's still grooming. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I guarantee you, I'll put my right hand to the sky. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I believe if Wolverine, I'm saying this night Empire, if Cam Jordan comes to the 49ers, I guarantee you our front line will be the motherfucking best in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I mean, how many years has Cam Jordan got left on his contract? They ain't gonna let him out of Nolans. That boy loves gumbo. He ain't leaving. How you gonna get him in San Francisco?
Hey, Ronbo, you right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but when there's a will, there's a way, Ronbo.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I mean, we need to have faith in that. Like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you never forget Cam Jordan every time you call in, so I know you got plenty of faith for both of us. I just don't see him leaving.
Right.
I see him saying, when is his contract up? Do you know?
I don't even know. Ronbo, I do gotta be on my job with that. Like, I mean, cause I be at work. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying this off. Like, I mean, it's an opinion, but I stand on it though because
he's a good football player.
I've been said it.
He is good. Yeah. But I just don't see how we get him. But yeah, he's good. Definitely good.
Because, Ronbo, we need somebody. We need that leader. We need, we need that Wolverine to get in there. You see what I'm saying? And,
that was supposed to be Solomon.
Solomon. Yeah, Solomon T gonna be like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to get in there. So, Butler.
Solomon's got to sit down and watch footage of Aaron Donald for 2 to 3 hours at a time. Start mimicking everything Donald does. You need to be in the gym, and you got to start lifting heavy weights. Put another plate on there, Solomon. Come on, man. Look at Aaron Donald. That dude is strong as a horse. He ain't that tall, but that boy will run you over. That's what Solomon's got to do.
Right.
He's got to get some dog in him. Get out there and hurt people and make them get out the way.
Now, Ronbo, what I want Solomon T to do, I want him to study. Dana Stubblefield, Brian Young,
so he could
Bruce Smith.
Yeah. So he could say, same old sorry ass Rams.
Ronbo, I want Solomon T to be different from Aaron Donald. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, Aaron Donald, he got his own platform. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just mean they're kind of built similarly. And if Aaron Donald can do that, Solomon T ought to be. Aaron Donald's got some real quick twitch. That dude's fast and strong. That's a crazy combination. Yeah, we got to stop
right. All right. Ronbo, I love you, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: Ronbo is the Don Cornelius of the Night of Empire. Because I just seen the American Soul joint. I fucks with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Night of Empire. I love y'all. This is capital YAMEAN. DeAndre, what's good? Mr. James. The Night of Empire. I love y'all.
We love you back, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. I'll be looking for you. All right?
All right, Ronbo. I salute.
Yeah. God. All right. And we quickly segue to the Hulkamaniac. Hulk!
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, nothing, brother.
First, I want to shout out to some people, Ronbo. I got to shout out
go right ahead.
Joey Mahoney, the Sheik.
Yeah.
And, of course, the Big Show. Because they got me, I couldn't get on the Nighthawk fan club because I didn't have my instant messaging. It was fucked up. But anyway.
Hulk, your reception, something's going on with your phone. Unusual. Usually I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
That's a little better. Okay, go ahead. Let's see if it gets better. Hulk?
But I finally got on the Nighthawk fan club.
All right.
And but I still think Brandon Graham, Trey Flowers.
Yeah.
Mahoney doesn't want Graham.
That's a good combination, actually. That's a solid.
There's other defensive ends. And like I said before, we trade with the Broncos, get the 10th pick, get Devin White, get their 42nd pick in the second round.
And pick up Devin White.
We pretty much got 2 picks back to back.
Anything picking up Devin White, I am all for it. Yeah, if it includes him.
Like pick 36, 35, 36, something like that.
Yeah. Hey, how many years are you going to put in Brandon Graham's contract, though? Because, I mean, Trey Flowers, I can understand giving him the full load. But what do you do with Brandon Graham?
Like 3 years.
Okay.
He's 31, 32, something.
Yeah, he might. He didn't look like he was slowing down none to me last season. So he's probably 2 more years effective. You front load it and give that 3rd-year option. So, yeah, kind of like that. Give him a nice guarantee, part of that contract. And, yeah.
I mean, Trey Flowers was beside Danny Shelton. Danny Shelton is no Buckner.
Who?
Danny Shelton, the defensive tackle for the Patriots. That's where Trey Flowers on the end. And
Shelton I see what you mean. Yeah. So you figure, so you figure he'd probably do a lot better with better talent next to him. That's a good observation, Hulk. That really is. That could predicate what he does, and he's already very good. So you're right. You add a force next to him that requires double teaming.
I'm telling you, we need to trade up and get T.J. Hawkinson.
Ooh, what I've read about him. Uh-oh. Can you imagine two George Kittles?
Noah Fate is faster. He's a lot faster, but he can't block or shit.
No, and that's one of the good things about George. And George likes to block. Unless Hicks. What's that guy's name out of the Eagles? What's his first name?
Noah Fant?
No, Hicks. The Eagle, the big tackle George had me laughing so hard. He talked about blocking him. George says, that's a big human being. I forget his first name. He says, George says, I hit him, and for a moment I think I was out, and then I just thought to myself, good luck, Nunes. He says, what's our quarterback's name? He says, good luck. Because he knew that he'd already been steamrolled, and he was coming for the quarterback. George Kittle, he's hilarious, man. Bam! George is sitting there. You know that tone you hear when you get hit in your ear. You pretty much know you're about to pass out. Is what you do. And the dude is on his way to the quarterback. So, oh God, that was hilarious. But anyway, yeah, we need tight ends that can block.
And then you're not gonna like this, Ronbo, but I say we trade McKinnon, get Le'Veon Bell, trade Mostert, and get Tevin Coleman. So you got Bell, Bradette, and Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman
from the Falcons.
Oh. That kind of a deal, though. You think the Falcons would go for that?
He's a free agent.
Who? Because you said McKinnon. If you're going to include McKinnon. But Kyle's worked so hard to map out strategies with that kid. Tevin Coleman. Coleman's a straight ahead. I got so much speed kind of guy. Is he that good at catching the ball at the off? I never watched him other than just his alternate carries. But does he possess the skills?
What's his name was hurt this year for the Falcons, the starter.
And so Coleman took the bulk of the load as far as running back. That really hurt the Falcons too, because somebody said that Matty Ice had his best year since then, but that may be because Matty Ice was putting the ball up way more than he did that year too. So that has no credence. But yeah. So I'd like to see what Kyle Shanahan's talking about with Jerick McKinnon. I wouldn't make that deal though. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't do that one. But it sounds interesting.
And I still say DK Metcalf is going to be gone.
I know he is. If you don't pick up DK in the first round, you forget it.
If the Jaguars are either get Nick Foles or Manning, because what's the name from the Giants is at the Jaguars, but also I think it was offensive coordinator or QB coach from the Eagles went to the Jaguars.
You know, Nick Foles. The Eagles are not. The Eagles are talking about tagging him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or give him some long deal at over $20 million a year just to Nick. Just
back up.
just don't, Nick. We need you, man. Don't leave. You know. So Nick's got to sit back and wait for Carson to come down, because Carson may be one of those guys who gets hurt every year. You know it. I mean, somehow I can see that being what the Eagles are thinking because of the style he plays.
Well, I read that Nick Foles wants out. He's going to give him the $2 million.
Yeah, he rejected that contract. Yeah, you're right. He did reject that contract. So Nick's tired of being, you know, the second to Carson Wentz. So, Hulk, we're gonna go. Hulk, I'll be back tomorrow for SmackDown. Okay.
Okay. Oh, one more thing. Did you hear the Browns signed Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, I saw that. The league is sending the wrong message. They signed him immediately, just like they signed our headache over in Washington. And can you let these guys wait at least? I mean, guys, if you're a premier player in the NFL now, you know you can go out and slap a woman down or do whatever. Don't worry, I'm a good football player. They got room for me. I'll let everybody calm down, and I'll come in, sign a multi-million-dollar contract, and the next chick that touches me, I'm knocking her out too, and just run this around. I just really, the league doesn't care.
Same with Joe Mixon. He's on the Bengals.
And he hit that girl so hard, that scared me. I thought she was dead when I saw that video. So, that's what I'm saying. These guys, okay. Hulk, I'll tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow, because, that's never going to change. We can do everything in the league, but that's just crazy. But anyway, Hulk, see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody, my Hulk fan club.
Yeah. Oh, man. And Joe Griffin, we should go after New England's first-round pick. They really owe us for Trent Brown. What up, Nighthawk? Nighthawk is out. Nighter Empire, Nighter for life. Let's keep it going. Yeah, so the guys, everybody's got to sign off. If you write them all down, they are kind of entertaining, aren't they? Jesse from Walla. Let's put another Walla in there. Listen. AB could be innocent. Yeah, he could. But how do these guys keep getting into these situations? It's a PR nightmare, He says, I'll tell you guys that AB is talking to Jerry because they're good friends. So Jerry is a guy to talk to that big, and I don't mind AB at the Night Empire. And it's funny, Jerry hasn't said anything since last week. Nobody said anything about AB in days. So I don't know. Hey, Bashar.
Well, it's Ronbo. It's Ronbo on tonight.
Bashar, you got that down, Bashar. What's up, fam?
Gotta throw that baritone. Gotta throw that baritone in the voice, man.
I like you rolling with it, too.
I can only sing with a certain range. I can't hit those high notes. I don't know about you, man.
No, I do not try to hit those high notes. You don't hurt your throat doing that.
Yeah.
Bashar.
Maybe I could do somebody kick me in the balls or something. I don't know.
Bashar, what's on your mind? Because I got to wrap up real quick. I mean, really quick, too.
I'll be quick. I don't have too much on my mind.
Right.
Good with the hire. We hired a sports science guy for the Philadelphia Flyers. So I'll give you a little background on that. I don't know much about that guy. His name's Ben Peterson. I just caught the headlines. He's a sports science type of guy. But I will say this. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. And when the Warriors had the new regime take over, the new ownership, what they did was they hired a sports science team. A lot of people don't know that. So all these sports science guys joined the Warriors, and what it was remember when Steph Curry had those crazy ankle injuries that were
all the time
coming back and forth?
Yeah.
Well, they looked at his ankles and they're like, why does this guy keep messing up his ankles? And what they found out was it wasn't the fact that his calves were weak or his legs were weak. They said his core was weak. So they had him doing core exercises. They had him doing deadlifts, all different types of core exercises. Once he strengthened his core, the ankle issues were just forgotten pretty much at that point.
And he's not missed that much time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I heard about the 49ers were talking to the Warriors, but now you shed some light on it. I heard the 49ers were talking to the Warriors about that, and I guess that's what they were doing. Maybe they're going to hire that team, or if they've got affiliates as well.
Yeah, and maybe that guy's affiliated with the same sports science guys that the Warriors had. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. They did talk to the Warriors. That is true. And I do have a confession to make, Ronbo. So I remember when I fell asleep last week.
Were you really asleep?
Well, I fell asleep because that Super Bowl was so goddamn boring, dude.
Rudy.
And I got one more thing for you before I get out.
What's that?
What does Steph Curry and the LA Rams have in common?
Oh, let's see. Steph Curry has too many championships. It ain't that. I can't imagine.
They both like three-pointers.
I gotta retell it. I gotta remember that one. Oh, hey Rudy, did you hear that joke? Now you know at least you've got a Bay Area link because the Rams have something in common with Steph Curry. We should start calling you guys the Splash Team. Splash.
And I'll shed some light on the Niners really quick. I do have something on my wish list, even though it's not a major need. I'm not going to talk about the pass rush or whatever any of that goes down. I do want a pass rusher, but with the way we were able to get that whole run blocking down, and we'd insert any running back, and they get yards. I'd like to see a nice running back with some speed and some power, with some upside. I know it's not a major need. It's just, when you get a little greedy about something, or say you've ate the best dinner, but all of a sudden, you want to top it off with that cheesecake, even though you don't really need it. I've heard you make the cheesecake representative.
And a cappuccino.
It's one of those little things. There you go.
You gotta have it.
A little something extra.
You gotta have that.
Every now and then you want something a little extra.
Hey, so Bashar, did you say you wanted a big running back? Is that what you're saying?
A nice running back with some power and speed, because we got
everything else.
And McKinnon are kind of similar, and most are too. Similar to, these are all speed guys. They're all speed guys,
Yeah.
So.
And Wilson probably could gain a little weight, and then he'd be there. But you're right. All right, hey Bashar, man, look for you tomorrow, okay?
All right, nice talking to you. Nighthawk Fan Club. Shout out to everybody there, Hulk, Sheik, and all you guys. And Nighthawk. What's up, Nighthawk?
Nighthawk's sleep, I guarantee it. And you can see those little Z's over his head. All right, Bashar. Have a great night, fam.
All right, man. Peace. Take care.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple more real quick. Vader. See, now it's become. Oh, so I thought Vader forgot to turn on the microphone. I mean, throw his show so we can hear him sleep. Vader, you're awake, aren't you? Vader!
What's up, Ronbo?
Vader, man, the future's so bright that we're going to start wearing shades even in the black dark, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Most definite, man. But I'm going to make it quick because I know it's getting late for you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kind of pick your brain about something here because, again, we're talking about defensive ends. And right now, at this point in time, I'm not really looking at the draft. I want to get some veteran talent in there.
Yeah.
So, again, I think a couple of people already mentioned Flowers, right?
Dre.
From New England.
Yep.
Right? Right.
We know Belichick's not going to pay.
What about Frank Clark from Seattle? Since he already knows that defense.
They plan on franchise tagging him the very second.
You're kidding me, man.
Yeah,
He's got to get paid.
Oh, they're going to tag his brains out, man.
That poor guy, man.
Yeah.
You don't think Earl Thomas can give him a call and say, nah, man, don't take it.
You can't fight it.
Don't do it. Tell your type. Give him the finger like I did.
That could work. That could work. Yeah. You got to flip them off.
You know what I mean? I think that would probably be I don't know what you think, but
everybody wants Frank.
Maybe?
Yeah, Frank Clark's got some dog. We want dogs. But he can't get out of the Emerald City. They're going to hold on. They're going to tag him. They've already told everybody, let everybody know, listen, we can't sign him. He's tagged. So,
well, I figured that would have saved Robert Sala's job, in Frisco.
Yeah.
By getting him. I mean,
Jadeveon Clowney, DeMarcus Lawrence, they're not coming.
Well, yeah,
they're going to get tagged as well.
I was concentrating more on. I really like the kid from either New England or Frank here.
Trey Flowers is very much in the mix, though. He's in because Belichick does not like to pay people. He'll let Trey Flowers walk. Here's the thing about it, Vader. He'll let Trey Flowers walk, and people, Bill, that was pretty serious. We're still going to the Super Bowl. It's not a big deal.
God,
you Patriots, man. Who the hell do you think you are?
Thing, dude. That's what he wants. You know what I mean? But again, it's he trains his guys to do one thing and one thing only. It looks like, and they're just really solid at doing that one thing.
They are,
and they're the master at doing that one thing in that position. So
I salute them. The Patriots are scary.
Yes.
10-year dynasty.
They're very, very scary, but we got to take that away, Ronbo, because we're going on our third year, man, and we cannot have a losing season. And another thing too, really quick, I wanted to throw out there is, that AB situation. It's got to be done by the end of this week, man. I mean,
you notice how quiet it is.
I don't see us going into the season without getting Jimmy G a couple more weapons.
Oh, Jimmy G. You know what? You got to remember, Jimmy G makes everybody you see out there that's doing okay, like George Kittle, Dante Goodwin.
No, he makes everybody better.
Well, that's what I'm getting ready to tell you. Right. Even if they look decent now, when Jimmy gets on the field and Kyle at the same time, Vader, you and I can play wide receiver. And it isn't about adding more expensive talent.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
but the thing is, but it's nice for him to be able to have that person that, like you stated before, I think you were talking about earlier on the show with the way Goodwin takes off on that speed, and two guys end up biting on it and leaves Phil underneath by his lonesome. But imagine if you complement that with another person like AB on the other side.
Yeah,
we'll be unstoppable.
I agree. I just want guys that can actually understand. The biggest thing for anybody that plays for Kyle Shanahan is understanding his concepts, why you do what you do, and if there's going to be times out there you're going to have to make some decisions on your own. Kyle likes people to think. If you're of that kind of mind, that's the guy that's going to succeed in Kyle Shanahan's offensive system. And that's why I think that's what he looks at.
I understand the play and getting it down. Same thing on the other side of the fence, too, with the defense. These guys have to pick it up, and they have to know it. And really quick, man, lay off my guy Solomon Thomas. He's going to be a beast next year. He's going to come out, and he's going to take care of business.
Vader, you and
I'm telling you, just
and Yami, we're going to be wearing T-shirts, the Solomon Club. I'm gonna
walk into Levi Stadium with my shirt. Save Thomas. Save Thomas. Leave him alone, man. He's gonna be fine. Ronbo, we got in trouble for this last year. Was it last year or the year before? Remember we made that comment about Armstead?
Yeah,
no. When we made that comment, Armstead, all of a sudden he got on Twitter and started talking shit back to us.
I know, right?
Armstead,
Solomon will never do it. But that just goes to show you, Armstead has a little dog in him. If he's going to bark back at fans.
Yeah, but they got to understand is they got to understand our pain, man.
I know.
Too much of a drought already. This is done. We got to switch it around. And one more thing before I go, that coach we picked up, defensive back, Joe Woods. What do you think about him?
Joe Woods? Oh, yeah, defensive back coach. You know what? According to Sean, Joe Woods is not very good. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. All right, okay. I didn't want to make any comments yet because, again, we don't know what he's going to look like in this system.
Yeah.
He looked like trash in Denver. He looked like trash in Denver.
So you noticed the same thing. Okay. We'll see.
Right, I kind of felt that way, but the thing is, like the other caller stated, that we got that sports guy coming in. I think they're making changes on the coaching staff level to see if it correlates down to the players. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And lay off of our new safety, we're going to probably pick up Earl Thomas down over there. He'll be fine, man. Somebody try to hit his leg, you'll break your shoulder, man. He got a steel rod in there. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, baby.
All right, man. We really got to go.
Anyways,
I'll look for you tomorrow, okay?
I will talk tomorrow. Let it go. Radio Ronbo Sports.
Hey.
Shout out to everybody in the Empire. Have a good night.
Yeah, Big V. All right. I think it's going to be the last caller. We're running out of time here. Hey, Steph.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steph, man, as you can see, this is that time of year when we're having such a good time. You know, Steph, the last 3 years, the best fun of being a 49er fan has been off season. we think we're doing the right thing every year with Chip Kelly. I don't know how we felt when Tom Sula left. I think we were still delusional, thinking we were going to continue to dominate. And then Chip Kelly came. All right, Chip and Cap. Chip's been wanting Cap for years. I think we're going to go places this year. And, of course, we ended up with Blaine Gabbert starting the season. And then Cap came in later, and, of course, you know what happened. We won 2 games, and everybody in the league can run on us. And so, you know, here we are 2 years beyond that with a guy that knows what he's doing. And this is it, Steph. This is it. We compete this year. We do. But what are you thinking?
The job's over, Ronbo, and I hope so, because shout out to the young ones that come in. Me,
Tyler,
Tony, Tyler,
Tony,
us
Tyler.
3.
Yeah.
I think we were all thinking probably freshman or 8th grade. Since
that's true. You guys are about the same age. You guys are all the same age, aren't you?
We're all. Yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah.
But it's been ugly.
Yeah.
So it's that time, Ronbo, where I think we switch things up finally. Finally. But
and you guys won't have to graduate college before you see the 49ers compete.
I hope not, because I want to do a little trash talk myself before I get out of school.
Yes, you deserve that right.
Yeah. But anyways, Ronbo, I think for free agency, to make it quick for you, there's a lot of potential cuts on other teams where they weren't free agents, but they might be. And 3, I want to solve the linebacker spot, because I think people are sleeping on that. I think that's a position needs that we have since Ruben I could have fooled. Anyways, yeah. Preston Smith from the Washington Redskins. I think they're saying that he might hit free agency. And then there's Olivier Vernon from the Giants. Because the Giants don't have enough money to pay him.
Isn't he a lineman? Isn't he a tackle or what is he?
No, he's a linebacker. He's a linebacker.
Is Vernon a linebacker? I never paid that.
He is. So there's Olivier Vernon, Preston Smith, and Jordan Hicks from the Eagles. They wanted to bring him back, but he wanted to test free agency.
Yeah.
And the good thing about all these dudes, Ronbo, they're still all 26 years old.
Yeah, because Vernon just got that huge contract that made. What was the Giants, that joke they keep making about the Giants? A frontline defense that costs how much money? 20, some crazy amount of money. I was laughing. I couldn't believe that. 100 mil? Was that a $100 million line? I just realized Olivier comes off the edge. That's right. He's an outside linebacker, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So these guys, I think, are sleepers, Ronbo. And they're young,
but they're available.
but they're veterans at the same time.
Yeah.
And I want to fill the linebacker spot and all that.
Yeah, we got to.
And
especially with the 4-3, we're going to need one more guy. So I'm not sure who that's going to be.
Yeah. So and then you know me, Bosa all the way. That's who I'm going for. And Earl Thomas would be a nice pickup as well.
Yeah. I just hope his health is not going to be a problem.
Yeah, Ronbo, I just don't want to throw our money really in that way. You know, I don't really want to throw it into the risk. Just throw it. You know what I mean? If we get a nice contract with Earl and he's understandable, then do it. But I don't want him asking for the bag.
No, he can't. I mean, he's got to realize.
He shouldn't. I hope not.
And I don't know of any team that's gonna overpay for Earl. I mean, he's a good player and everything, but you need to see if he's gonna last. I would say, Earl, you know what? If you get through this entire season, we're satisfied that you're probably still as solid as ever. Let's extend this contract next year. You know, we'll give you all kind of incentives this year, and you fill every one of those blanks, then you're gonna get paid. And then next year we're gonna revisit this and pay you like you want to be paid. We give you a 2 or 3 year contract, not a problem. But you gotta play ball with us for 1 year.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the only team that could compete with us of signing Earl is probably Dallas, but they still got to pay their guys. So I don't think
Dallas
they'll be in the mix as strong as we would be.
Yeah, unless Earl doesn't mind that one-year contract, but he really does. He does want to go back to Texas. So if Jones comes up with the cash, yeah, he's going to pick them over us. But Richard Sherman's going to be helping us, so that might be a plus.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's really it, Ronbo. I'll let you go. I want the linebacker spot filled.
Hey, buddy, tell you what,
Bosa, of course.
Yeah, and you guys don't. It really bothers you when you say things about Nick Bosa. Don't do that. Steph likes Nick.
No, but I know it bothers them back because man, people hate Bosa.
Especially Big Show. Big Show made a point of getting here tonight to let us know that Bosa is definitely not coming. I want him to continue to do this. So when Bosa does end up in San Francisco, I'm going to be all over his Twitter. Show, know, man.
What was his excuse? He said something about Kyler Murray being 5'3" or something.
He makes him shorter every week. He's got him down.
Show. I don't know if he's talking about Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webb.
He doesn't want it. He does not want Bosa. He's got who he wants. He wants us to trade down.
I got to tell Show something real quick.
Okay.
The NFL is not a win now league, Show. That's the NBA. All right.
Yep. That's right.
The NFL builds through draft. Have you seen the Patriots?
No.
They build through draft, and they build through players that they've groomed. They don't just sign players and it happens. That's all.
The Rams.
You have to get to that level. Yeah, the Rams just proved
before you can even. And the Rams are the best example of why you should not do that.
Exactly.
Them and the Eagles. Start spending big bucks on guys like that. Now you got no picks and you got no money. And if you didn't win, now what are you going to do? Oh, that's bad.
Restart. Just save up.
Takes 3 years to recover from those kind of things. All right, Steph. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice night.
Thank you, Ronbo. You too.
Thanks, Steph. There he goes. As Steph gets back on his horse and rides back into the painted hills of the Duke. If you didn't know, New Mexico is the Duke. All right, hey, I'm going to go, fam. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Please remember, hit that like. Also, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We missed Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow to make up for it. And just have a great night. And I shall look forward to seeing you on Tuesday Night SmackDown.